Live.
Oh, they're buttons.
Buttons?
Yeah, these. I thought they're funny looking massive capacitors.
Yes, I can understand that now.
And
Hello
like,
everyone, we are live. How's it going? Right, we are kind of setting up still. I need a chair or a stool. Are you checking framing?
Yes.
Fair enough.
It always looks weird. It cannot be unweirded.
How so? Just in terms of, like, it never looks like it's squared up or something, or...
Well, just everything always looks wrong.
Okay.
But it's that thing, you kind of look at stuff and you just go, is this right? Is it?
Fair enough.
The metrics say it's correct, therefore it must be correct. It's like when you've got the level on the camera, you're like, is this actually straight?
Yeah.
It says it's straight. The level says it's level. Therefore, it must be level.
I have learnt to trust the level because the amount of times I've been like, no, put that at that angle, and then you get it to then you do the recording, and then you go to edit the video, and I'm just like, I don't know what part of me thought this was straight. like I was looking at it on the screen, it looks straight, but when you get to editing and you're editing it, you're like, it's not remotely straight.
Come on now.
Trust the level. If the level says it's straight, then it's straight. Anyway, hello everyone. How are we doing? Hello all the people. Let's see. Chris, you're beneath my mention. What's up, Spud Nugget? How you doing? Spud Nugget has made an appearance because it's graphics card related. So
at no point was there an inference of repairing them.
Well, yes, no, we're learning well, hopefully we're learning some graphics card diagnostics today. So,
yes, this graphics card is made of graphics card.
Graphics. So we've got right. Let me. I can. Nah. Am I just crashing the moment we hit go live?
Apparently.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Right,
what are you trying to explain?
We've got a bench chassis to set up. It's the same one that came with the white gloves. So I shall don the white gloves of excellence when we get to building. So we're going to build.
Oh yes,
we're
the
going to build this thing up.
PCJMK5 Cool 5.
Yeah. I bought this from Amazon US, but I've been seeing them pop up on Amazon UK and just in Europe as well. They're kind of expensive though. Like on Amazon, when I saw it on Amazon UK the other day, they're like 75 quid or something like that, and I'm like, this is not worth £75. But,
It's got the cross.
Yeah, exactly.
Stuff.
Because it's just a bunch of metal angle basically.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, no, this is way overpriced. However, because Amazon US vouchers, I was not bothered by that.
Yeah.
Anyway, Ben Laird, hello. Thank you very much for the fibre.
Did you actually set up the thing in the end to stop getting the Amazon vouchers?
Pass. I'm not sure. I have been using them by other means, so it was of lesser concern.
I see.
But
I've been funding my illicit American activities.
Yes. But yeah. Anyway, so
I expect a phone call from the IRS any day.
Yeah. Anyway, so we're going to set up this test bench, and we've got a bunch of components here to slap in there. I want to get cracking on that soonish. We're going to start building that up, and then we've got an image. We've got a 128 gig image that we've spent all morning downloading that should be a graphics card testing suite. And we're going to look at that basically. It should be like VRAM testing and stuff like that. And I basically just want to set up this test bench for diagnosing graphics card issues. So the graphics cards I've got a 1060 that's a known good. So this is our control card. Then I've got, this is a HD 7950. This is a HD 7970, also known as a 280X basically. And this has got bad VRAM on it. This is known bad VRAM. So that's going to be a good test. And then I've also got a mystery card. This is a 1080 Ti that a friend sent in. And this died in their rig. I can't remember what's wrong. It randomly black screens, I think. I've not looked at this at all yet, so we could also slap this in there, see what it does, see if we can learn something about what's happened to it, and if it's something that can be approached for repair, or whether it's a lost cause. Because unfortunately, I hear that the 10 series, they're just dying of death, basically. So, yeah.
What did you die of? Death.
Yeah. basically that.
He did, and I.
Yeah. Gary Todd, thank you very much for the $5. Hi, Graham and Caradog. Hi, Gary. How's it going?
Hello.
How is your day? Caradog is in a mischievous mood today. Isn't he always, though? So, yeah. Good shout, actually, Chris. Yeah, it has also put me on top chat and not recent live chat. So, okay, there we go. We are now on live chat.
I was going to say with the on-screen chat and so on. If you do an on-screen chat, it should be a top chat on-screen chat.
Yes.
Just because that seems to filter most of the
that should filter most of the
ne'er-do-wells.
Yes. I was saying to Caradog...
Other than Chris.
Yeah. I was saying to Caradog just before we went live, I at some point, as soon as I get round to it, I'm going to set up a chat bot, just because that gives us some additional chat commands and moderator commands. But also, I did have a request to have on-screen chat. And the reason why that's useful is specifically for people who are, mainly for people who are watching on TVs, because it means that people can watch the podcast on a TV full screen and still see the chat. Whereas at the moment, if you're watching on a TV, you have to watch it windowed, I think, although I don't know what that looks like on a TV, or you have to have your mobile phone open for the chat or something like that. And it doesn't work very well. So, so yes. So I'm planning on doing on-screen chat at some point, so we'll see what that looks like. We might have a couple of things that look a little bit janky while we sort it out, but yeah, we'll talk about that when we get to it.
That means we're going to actually have to have scenes and stuff, and just be like, oh yes, so this camera's going to sit here, and this is going to sit here, and the chat's going to sit there,
It
and
means
actually have to,
it means we actually have to set up OBS properly.
It means you'll have to do the thing I told you.
Like a real stream, So, yeah. John Morissette, enjoy the channel and the streams. Thank you very much for the $5. And also thank you very much to 50-Year Gamer for the $5 as well. How are you all? Sorry, late. Good to see you both. Yourself as well. Hello, Treb as well. Apparently we were dying in Treb's arms tonight. So, yeah. We need Ultra HD post-podcasting. You can't have that because... are you wondering why we're dying in Treb's arms tonight?
Yes.
So am I, but that's what he said.
I have great concerns.
Yeah. I don't know. Triple Aim, please explain. Anyway. But yes.
I'm armed.
But yeah, we don't get... YouTube... I haven't looked much into it, but however, YouTube live streams, it seems to be very difficult to get a very high quality out of them. We're not sure why.
I think you have to, basically just put it on the ultra high latency option.
Yeah.
And then just give it lots of bandwidth.
Yeah.
Which isn't specifically an issue because we can give it more bandwidth.
That's the thing. We're already streaming at 7 meg. And 7 meg for just a 1080p stream should be fine. We should be getting a cracking picture.
I'm not saying it's not fine. I'm just saying... we can give it more.
True. Yeah.
And we can lower latency and so on if we want to. Which becomes more palatable with the on-screen chat, just because it makes the delay more easily seen.
Yeah. I mean, we have streamed at higher bit rates than these, but there just seems to be heavy diminishing returns.
Yeah.
Like previously we've had it up at like 10 or 12, I think. Yeah. To the point where YouTube was going, oh, you're streaming at a too high a bit rate. And we're just like, but it just doesn't seem to make a difference. So, and I think most people are viewing through transcoding anyway. So, yeah. Are we using NVENC for streaming? We are using NVENC for streaming. So actually, we might get better quality if we switch to H.264, because I run NVENC on this machine because normally I'm recording in 4K. Because I have a 2x2 grid of 1080p streams. Because when I'm recording the mainline videos, I'm recording a 4K canvas with bench cam, face cam, HDMI capture, and display capture. And then in post, I then split that into 4 separate video feeds and edit them together. So it basically allows me to record multiple cameras at the same time and change it in editing. And recording in 4K requires NVENC or a fat computer. Although, actually, to be honest, that thing could probably do it these days, but it's beside the point. However, yeah, for the stream, because we're only broadcasting at 1080p, H.264 would probably give us a slight uplift.
Yeah, so, perhaps.
Anyway.
Depends the amount of time you're willing to put into it.
Yeah, that's true. So, oh, Trev was listening to the Vice City soundtrack earlier, apparently. So I don't know if Dying in Your Arms Tonight was on that. Right, are you approximately passing me all of the things to do the thing?
I am
cool.
Doing some things with the things. Because I'm seeing what's actually in the box.
Oh, you're gonna start unboxing? Yeah.
Only because you said you wanted to get on with it.
Yes.
So I wanted to have a look at the things and just be like,
yes. So we started unboxing this a couple of streams ago, and then I said, oh, actually, this looks kind of neat. I'm going to make a video about this. I didn't make a video. So now we're looking at it again on the stream, because the stream is basically now where anything that I can't be bothered to actually make a real video about goes to happen. And like, that's not a bad thing, to be honest. Like, that's kind of there's lots of stuff where I'm just like, this is kind of neat and I want to talk about it, but also I can't be bothered to make a proper video about it. So, yeah. So anyway, this bench power supply, it's built of aluminium angle, and it's got a bunch of clear plastic framey bits on it. So, what do you...
I'm not sure I want PC DIY gameplayers fittings. I do not know if I wish to have their fittings. Thank you.
I seem to remember that this would... yeah. I seem to remember as well that the keywords attached to this case, it's just got a laundry list of random keywords on it that you're just like, this is none of these things. But,
thanks.
Yeah. However, the important thing is what you've got there is, I think, a proper clunking anti-vandal switch.
That makes you excited.
It does. You have no idea. Ooh, that's got nice action on it. Hang on a minute. Let's go for some Switch ASMR. Here we go.
You're going to replace the one on Leanne?
No. However, I will enjoy this Switch very much.
In English.
Yes. Good.
Some
there are
wafer
two things on the desk now. I have no idea what that's for.
No, but you can tell it was laser cut.
Yeah. Yeah. We could read the instruction manual.
Well, I'm just looking at what's in the box. And
did I? Yeah. There's lots of boxes of fittings and stuff. This looks very nice.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. What I'm going to do, I'm going to push a bunch of this stuff out of the way so we can actually start building this.
Indeed.
So, hang on a sec. I'm going to pass that back to you a minute.
Indeed.
I'm going to put these gloves to one side because I feel like it would be rude not to wear these gloves while building this, even though, as I said last time, they're ridiculous and they're going to make everything harder. But that's kind of the fun. Spud Nugget says, read the fucking manual. I say, boo to you, sir.
I was simply looking at what was contained in the box.
Yeah.
I was planning on reading the instructions.
I'm going to see if I can put the bench cam in a useful position. What does that look like at the moment? If I flip that around, I'm just going to get the bench cam into a position where it can actually sort of see what we're up to. Brio, transform, rotate 180. We go all the way up to there and go for the wide angle. Oh, there we go. Okay, that's going to work. Right, thank you, Caradog. Right, that's the power button. I can go there.
I'm always intrigued when the Dremel is not in its usual location.
It means I've been butchering something.
What crimes have been committed?
The last time I was using it actually was when I was making my makeshift fans, and I was cutting PCI brackets in half to use as to make brackets out of. So yeah. Apparently the echo is back and forth. I don't know what the deal with the echo is. I'm sorry. It bothers me. I'm not going to do anything about it right now, though.
I'm going to see if simply doing this.
Are you replugging the mics? Oh, actually, we do have a hot mic.
There we go.
Right, actually, there was actually a hot mic. The condenser was unmuted. So that's where that echo was coming from.
Ah.
So that was actually me that time. I don't know why was I must have been doing something on the stream profile that involved me using the condenser mic, and I forgot to mute it afterwards. So yeah, that was actually a config issue. So yeah, my bad.
Okay,
right.
Very well. A+, 10 out of 10.
There we go. Right.
Did it.
Yeah, because Caradog unmuted the microphone receiver. Unmuted. Caradog unplugged the microphone receiver to restart it. And after he did that, I looked down at the audio mixer expecting to see flat lines because the mic was disconnected, and saw that, in fact, there was still a microphone doing things. I'm like, oh, there's another mic turned on in here. So that'll be it. It was for ambience, yeah. I should have walked over to that and done the switch thing. These were a terrible idea, and I don't know why I committed to this again.
All right, Mr. Mime.
Spirit fingers.
That's not spirit fingers. These are spirit fingers. And they're gold.
Where's that from again?
Bring it on.
Okay.
God.
Well, I don't know. I don't know.
Don't you know your teen cheerleading movies?
I was going to say, I don't know what Bring It On is. All right. It's me, Mario. Woohoo! Okay, right. I'm going to take everything out of this box. Cardboard. I'll keep. I don't know what this thing is for. We'll keep.
No.
Maybe it's like for aligning the motherboard, or maybe it's to put behind the motherboard to avoid something. I don't know. I'll put it to one side for now. Okay. And I think I'm not going to be a hero. We're going to follow the instructions.
20 by 20 aluminium profile. The structure will be strong.
Good. I like strong structures.
Support ATX power supply. It's in a hard position. Good cooling function. There. Good cooling function.
Right. Okay. I need to remove the oh, good. I can remove the plastic while wearing the white gloves. Okay. I'm going to start unpacking this. Let's see. Snap the gloves and ask Caradog to pin. Oh no. That would not happen. Okay, right. Can't believe anyone had the cheat to read instructions. Well, sometimes I like to figure things out. The other day, or recently, there were comments on one of the videos. I think it was on the Dell video. Yeah, it was on the most recent Dell repair video. By the way, I have got a video. I'm working on a video for this week. It's been a long week. Anyway, but yeah, people were just like, oh, you should look up how to disassemble a laptop so you know how to do it in advance. I'm like, that's not fun, though. You know, part of the excitement is the discovery of figuring it out. That's just kind of how I roll. So yeah, so normally I'm a big fan of just like figuring it out. However, while we're on the podcast and we are actually on the clock, I'm not going to be a hero. And also these instructions sound fun.
Full experience of DIY fun. Full of personality.
Excellent. This case, there's going to be a lot of personality here. I hope you guys are ready for all of the personality. So there's that.
Simplify. Easy to install and carry.
That's like legitimately the other reason why I'm interested in this case is no joke. Like, I'm not planning on getting rid of my torrent anytime soon. However, no joke, the next gaming PC I build, I kind of want to do it as a frame case like one of these. I was
entirely expecting you to say, I want to make mini ITX again.
No.
And then I was going to take the glove off your hand and slap you.
No. SFF is bad. I like every now and then I'm tempted by the dark side. And then a couple of months ago I was at LAN Raiders, and there were a couple of people there with SFF rigs. All of them had the covers off because their GPUs were overheating. So yeah. Everyone wants SFF, but once you have it, you realize that it's actually a terrible idea. In before all the people in chat are like, I've got ITX and mine doesn't overheat. Well, good for you.
I don't know what this means. Rod's 2020 end cover. Who is Rod and why do we have his end cover?
I really should take off these gloves, but I've given myself a challenge. Right. I'm trying to read the chat while I do this at the same time. Let's see. But it is a case. I guess I'd call this a frame. It's a bench case. But where was I saying? Oh yeah. So I kind of want to build. I want to look at this case and I want to see if it's viable. Like don't think I'd use this as a daily driver, but I might buy. Sorry. I might get something similar to this and modify it into what I would actually want. You know, like spray it. Like if
I'm slightly concerned by the number of flakes of aluminium.
Oh yeah. Yeah, well, yeah. Maybe that's what the gloves are for, so I don't cut my hands to ribbons while working on it. Because yes, there's a lot of burrs that are coming off of this. All right, I've just made an enormous mess on the floor. Oh. But wait, there's more.
Yes.
This is the worst part. It's just taking plastic wrap off of everything.
Step 1, part 1. Put out 6 pieces of P2. Use Allen key to screw the screws which on it. Don't overturn.
Pardon?
Put out 6 pieces of P2. Use Allen key to screw the screws which on it. Don't overturn.
Right, so firstly, I've removed all of the packaging from these, so we don't know which one is which anymore.
Yes.
So,
the problem
P2 is the corner fittings. Okay, so that's... What are the corner fittings? Those are going to be some of these.
They're going to be them.
Oh, yeah, okay. Let's break this guy open. So is that the P2?
You require the P2.
They're right angles.
Yes.
Ah. That must be these. These are right angles. Right, I am going to switch to... Can we do bench cam with... Actually, let's just let's do that and switch the bench cam on in the corner. Yeah, that's something. That'll do.
I'm pretty sure you need to rotate that bench cam.
Yes, I do, because that's at a weird angle. That looks unusual. Transform. There we go. Oh, that's more like it. There we go. That looks not awful now. There we go. Okay,
you
right.
Just
so
need
we've got
to build here.
Yep. Yes. So I'm actually gonna shuffle along slightly. Okay. So where am I? Right? You've got the right angles. Yep. So did you say
those?
6 of those? All right. You're in charge of finding the parts, and I will assemble. What have we got here? Are we using all Phillips screws?
No, it says use Allen key to screw the screws.
Okay. What? Oh yeah. What's that? T6, T8. I mean, it's an Allen key, but Torx is better. Torx for life. I'm gonna grab a T8 and a T6.
Use 6. Use Allen key to screw the screws. Right, so we're screwing the screws through these from the inside of the angle.
Okay. Can you open this for me, please? I don't know if this. I don't know if the gloves are funny as a bit or not. So that was semi-helpful. Okay, right. It's not T6. T8 works like a charm. All right. So we're going from the inside of these.
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
Do not overturn.
Yeah. All right. So it looks like we've got some grub screws on these, and then when we insert these into the extruded aluminium arms, it will tighten them into place. Whoop. Let's see what's going on in chat while we do this bit.
Kind of.
Chris demands Chinese tonight. I had a terrible Chinese the other day, actually, last weekend, in fact, and I was actually very sad about it. It was from the place at the end of the street I live on, and I got one of my favorites, which is sweet and sour pork Hong Kong style, and egg fried rice.
Is that? Never mind.
And the meat was awful. It was just all of the chewy bits of pork, and I actually didn't finish it, which is saying something for me. Normally, I'm just like, I paid for this, I'm going to bloody eat it. and it was that bad. I was very sad about it. So I shall not be ordering Chinese from there again. Their fish and chips are great. Their actual Chinese food, terrible.
Oh yes, I go to this Chinese for their fish and chips.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. So yes. Anyway, right. Do not overturn. And just like, do not overturn. Full stop between each word. There's another one.
Oh no!
Oh, whose idea was it to wear these gloves?
I blame Chris.
Sure, let's go with that.
I'm not suggesting it was his idea. I'm simply stating that I'm blaming him.
Yeah. Nothing worse than being disappointed by an expensive takeaway. Exactly that. Did I enjoy the barbecue? The barbecue was very nice. Although it too had its hits and misses. My friend and host is vegan, so it was a vegan barbecue, and most of the food there was Johnny Nice, because everyone is just like, oh, vegan food is terrible. It's like, no, you've just had bad vegan food. However, they were experimenting with a hip trend that is sweeping the vegan scene, which is it is roasted then grilled watermelon.
Oh yeah.
And they had attempted that. It wasn't good. Everyone, host included, tried it, and we were just like, this was not a hit. And like, I tried it, and I'm just like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not feeling it. I understand the concept here, and it's a very interesting idea that I was very eager to try, but I don't think I'm going to finish this. And he was just like, I didn't finish mine. You know, so. However, I later heard from another friend that apparently it's one of those things where unless you are like a Michelin star chef, it is extremely difficult to pull off. It's a matter of, it is legit, it is real, it can be good, but you actually need to be a qualified chef to actually execute. So yeah.
Do you have a measuring device?
Yes.
For the measuring of lengths of up to 330 millimeters?
No. Actually, yes. Let me find the tape measure.
Do you have a measuring device of at least 260 millimeters?
I've got 150 millimeters, but if I can find the tape measure, which will be around somewhere, it's bright orange, then I will have the required measuring device. There it is. We have a tape measure.
I require you to find two D4s, which are 330 millimeters, therefore the longest ones.
Aha, that'll be the longest ones. Yep, 330.
You require two of those. You require two pieces of D2, which are 260.
260.
Which I'm guessing is going to be the next black ones.
Yes.
And you want the ones that don't have a hole in.
The ones that don't have a hole in. Okay, that has a hole in.
Because the one that has a hole in is marked as a different number.
Yeah, there's only a single one that is drilled with holes. Okay.
And that one with holes is called D1.
Very well.
Yes, fine. So we want two of D4, two of D2, one of D1, 9 sets of Q1 screws. The Q1 screws are...
You're in charge of the screws?
Hopefully just in the packet labeled 1. I'm hoping that's packet 4. Right.
It feels like he's playing Battleship.
I believe that is number 1.
Stop squeaking in dentist codes, yeah.
9 sets of Q1.
A little bit of plaque on Q1. Yeah, we're going to have to clean these.
Don't call it plaque.
What, is it not allowed to call plaque anymore?
Well, no, they wouldn't say that. They'd say, oh, there's a slight occlusion on the lower left molar.
Could you open this for me? I can't open anything with these gloves on.
A little wider. Oh, yes, that's right. Don't worry. You'll feel a sharp pressure. Anyway.
Okay. Right. All right. What are we doing with this?
Right.
Okay.
Put 3 sets of the Q1 screw sets into 2 pieces of D2.
Oh my days.
D2 was D2 was them.
Okay, so we've got the two long boys.
And hold on.
This feels like it might be a more visual thing. Let me just turn this around.
D2 were the black 260s.
Okay.
So you put two
D4s,
of the D2.
Those are going to go like that. And then the D1 is going at the top because that's going to have the handle in it.
I presume.
All right, so
this...
the right angles go in.
Where the right... would you...
I'm doing this by the heckin' picture. Like the things you're reading out to me, I'm like, these are numbers and words and letters. Or I can look at the picture and be like, okay, that makes a lot more sense.
3 sets of these. 3 sets of these. Into these.
I see what they're gunning at there. Yeah, okay.
To make the motherboard standoffs.
Yes. Oh, interesting. Yes. Oh, I see. Yeah, these things I've got. Yeah. Okay, that's kind of neat. Yeah. All right.
Use P2 corner fixing, which is these, to fit the D4 to the D2 to the D1. Yes. However, I'm not sure how the grub screw stopped the thing.
So, I'm just going to bring the. I'm just trying to figure out how to show this. Oh my god! That's it. The gloves are coming off. I'm done with this. I'm done with these gloves. I can't deal with these gloves. The joke has run its course. I'm getting bored of it now. Right. Okay. So I've put these aluminium angles. I've put these corner bits in there, and now when I tighten down the grub screw, that's going to stick all the way through and push into place, so it can't move now.
Why can't it move?
Because the screw goes all the way through it, and it tries to push it out.
It's purely because the screw is pushing on the back.
That's right, yeah.
Oh, so then, it will move, just requires force.
Yeah, it's an interference fit.
Okay.
So yeah. So that's going to go on
and these spacings need to be the correct spacings for the motherboard.
Yes, precisely. So I'm just going to put these in for now, and just loose fit them.
You tighten up these sides, but not this side.
Yeah.
Basically.
I'm just putting them roughly into place because they can easily be moved later. So I can just back that out and now slide that up and down.
Yes.
So I'm just putting things roughly into place because I'm like, oh my god.
Hold on, how big was the red one again? Was it 330? Is that what we said? 330. Yeah, which is basically the height of ATX, isn't it? So you're going to want one of them on the bottom.
Yeah, ATX is 300 mil, I think. Yeah. So 330 makes sense. Right, okay, so we've got that. Then Q2 is going up the top. I'll stick that on as well for good measure. That goes on like so. Right, how much was this test bench? I think I paid something like $50 for it or something like that. Maybe $60. It's more expensive on Amazon UK.
That goes all the way through. Cool.
But yeah, I forget because of reasons, I have I had an abundance of Amazon US gift vouchers that I could not spend on Amazon UK. So basically, I was free to buy a bunch of stuff from Amazon US and just eat the shipping costs, which is what I did. And I bought this as part of that stuff. And I was just like, I'm just going to buy a bunch of stuff and just see if it's any good. Oh, this is quite awkward to do. I can fettle all of this in a minute. I just need to loose fit everything in place so it makes sense now. Once we actually get a bit of a frame going on, this will all make a lot more sense. Okay, right.
I would suggest sliding in those before you put the other side on.
How many of these do we need? Do we need 2 on each of these bits?
You want 3 on each rail, wouldn't you?
3 on each rail.
Because it's
for ATX. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, cool.
For ATX, you want 3 by 3 by 3.
I need more of these.
Yeah, that's fine.
Get me more of these.
Okay.
Please.
Have another one.
Thanks.
Have another one.
Right, 1, 2.
I feel like doing the
3.
Oh no.
Oh no, I've just realised what you've just realised.
This is not countersunk.
No, but it doesn't need to be.
Yeah, but it's also just a case of you're going to have to use a reasonable amount of force on the back screw just to get it to actually not wobble all over the place.
Yeah, I will. I'm going to over-tighten these.
Yes, the motherboard may wobble.
Yeah.
Whoop.
The worst part is that actually taking these off to retighten them could be very vexing, but it's fine. It'll be fine. Hopefully, I won't be changing the motherboard on this frame very often, which is why I was kind of like, because this was going to be the new test bench frame. I just changed my mind when Katrina offered up the test bench that we were using in the last show.
Yeah.
And as I'm assembling this now, I'm like, it's a good thing we did, because actually changing the motherboard on this thing is actually going to be a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Because if you change the motherboard all the time, it's just going to be constantly coming loose and need tightening up. I think this actually makes for a very bad test bench.
Yeah.
However, as a frame case per se, I think it will be rather nifty. And I'm quite excited to see the result.
Ah, there was a loose screw.
Whoop, thank you. Right, not wearing the gloves voids the warranty. I'll put them back on when we get to the plastic bit, don't worry. Right. Alibaba, £4. No idea, if I'm honest. Probably. This case does not feel like it should have been expensive to make, so I think someone's making a markup somewhere. Right. No glove, no love. Oh no. Next, the sweater is coming off. There's a danger of it. There is a tall danger. A heavy danger. All right, that's 3 things there. So that's that. Right, and then do we need 3 on the... Yeah, then 3 on the top as well.
Yeah, because it's just ATX.
Yeah, sorry, I'm working very slowly here.
I haven't actually screwed any of these up. I've just stopped them from wobbling.
Yeah, I'm only doing it very roughly, to be honest, just because to do it properly, I'd need to get a pair of pliers and a big-ass screwdriver, which arguably I might do. Like, at some point off camera, I'll probably end up taking this to bits again and just getting a pair of big pliers and a big screwdriver and just graunching those tight.
Yeah.
As much as I dare without stripping the thread, just so they are like, these are not coming off kind of thing. Or even just sticking some Loctite on there or something.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, because there's no reason for these bits to come off. Good. All right, so that's those 3 done. So now I'm going to put on the other side. So that requires some more of these lengths here. So that's going to go on there. That one's going to go on there. And that one's going to go on there. Oh, that way around. Now it's going to go on there. Okay, right, and now I shall roughly tighten this.
It is showing you that D1 is square with the top.
Okay,
on the picture, so
I will square that up, yeah.
Yeah, I would presume that they're effectively going to put any of the like standing stuff on the bottom.
Yeah, that makes sense. That also gives me some reference for where the quote-unquote top is. Right, tighten that. Cool, right, okay, so once I've tightened all these up, what's going to happen next?
Then we're taking some other bits,
right.
Which
Do you want to start picking out all of the parts while I tighten these screws?
D5, which are the 240s. The D3, which is the single 140, okay.
Right, let's see. Get the first aid kit ready. We'll be fine. It'll be okay.
Oh, it's just these pieces.
Yeah. I think this is actually going to come together very quickly in a moment.
Yes, so we want the P4T shaped fitting. The P4T shaped fitting. P4T shaped fitting. There we go. There are an awful lot of spare grub screws.
Yeah, I think that might be why I was slightly intimidated, is I saw an enormous number of fittings in this and was just like, oh god, this is going to be harder than it looked. However, once we've actually gotten started, it's like, oh, this is actually quite simple.
I'm liking the names of some of these pieces. JMA002 T-shaped fitting P4 JMP JJ305 M4 6 millimeter.
That must just be their part number from their supplier, you know?
I'm just like,
Like, you couldn't just IKEA this and call it, you know, A3.
You can IKEA this and just call it Dave.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Frog. Apologies to all of the Swedish
I was
people.
going to say, look, it's a beautiful language, all right?
Swedish? Right.
Okay, right, that.
They go in there, something like that.
These need to remain loose because we don't know where those are going to go yet. Right. I'm almost tempted to offer up a motherboard so we can get these height alignments correct.
Yeah.
Should we do that? Yeah.
That's what I'd do.
Yeah, right. Okay, so let's take out... Let's use the correct screw. Yeah.
Are you using the grub screwdriver?
No. Whoop.
Very well, thank you.
Okay. Tea towel rack complete. Yes. Swedish is a beautiful language in the right hands. You've been summoned for homemade pizza. Very good.
Popcorn.
Extra cheese. Right.
Hurdy-gurdy.
At some point in a minute, we should probably start imaging that image onto an SSD because it has downloaded, but it's 120 gigs, so it's going to take that, you know, it's probably going to take that 20 minutes to copy over to an SSD, or half an hour.
Sure.
From
what I understand, it's like 4 separate images.
Interesting. Okay, yeah. Good. Okay, right. Motherboard. Motherboard.
Boop. Boop. Right. And then the L-shaped bits. Where do the L-shaped bits go?
Right, so let's put that there.
They go on there. Goodbye.
Possibly. Yeah. Nope, that's gone forever. We have spares. These are standard M3 screws, so there's probably about 10,000 of them on this floor already. That moment where you drop a screw and just everyone freezes in place while you wait to see if you can spot where it lands. However, as we all know, a falling screw teleports.
There you go. There we go.
Flagstones in here. Oh my god, could I hold on to a screw? That'd be awesome.
Doing
a good job. Don't move! Everybody stay completely still. I've dropped my contact lens.
These only go in one way round. I didn't realise that.
Yes.
The right angle pieces.
Correct. Oh, this motherboard is a 6 screw, so that doesn't help me locate this guy up there, but that's fine. It's the height that I want to locate for now. Right. And then we're going to need to figure out the left-right orientation as well.
Yeah, which will be fine.
Yeah. Yes. Good. All right. So, height I need... Could I borrow that screwdriver again a moment? That. So, I will now... that one is already loose. Back that one out. There we go. Right, so now this bar can move up and down so I can get the height correct. Oh. Back that out a bit more. Oh, God. Damn it. It needs to move square, otherwise it jiggles. There, even.
Almost. Almost.
There we go, right. Turn that around. I'm trying to keep this in a way. I'm going to angle the camera a bit more because I'm trying to do it in such a way that people can actually see what the heck I'm doing. There we go. Use the paper thing to locate them first. That's what the thing's for.
Maybe.
It's too late. We're committed to doing it by eye now.
Loosely. However, given how big the holes are,
I have to admit,
the accuracy will be quite low.
Yeah, I have suspicion that they've just drilled every possible motherboard hole on that, and they're like, yeah, it's one of those. Good luck.
Yeah, basically. So if you look at that.
Yeah. Also, you're right. The holes are so enormous on that you could be.
You could be at like, the top of that hole and the bottom of that hole.
Yeah, like those holes are like 10 millimeters big. So you could be a million miles off with that.
And then you've got just this.
Yeah.
However, yes. Oh.
It lives there now. Right. Tighten you. Tighten you. Then back that one out and bring this down. Yeah, that's already loose.
To my new empire, to your new empire. Sorry.
Where did that come from? Oh, okay. That's... This is harder than it looks to get all these parts moving correctly, because when they all fit together, everything binds up, which is good because it means it'll actually be rigid, but it just means it's harder than it looks to actually get things to slide on this. And I feel like a fumbling fool. All the way down there. That one to there. There we go. Sleepwalker asks, did I get a new mobile in the end? Yes, I did. I have a Pixel 6 now, which I have decided. I think I will keep it. It was not in the greatest of condition. I bought a refurbished Pixel 6 that was not in stellar condition when it arrived. I was not super impressed by the condition it was in. And you know, because of the oh, why is that
I think it's the screws over there as well.
Go. Yeah. It was not in the greatest condition, and because it was not in the best of conditions, I've cocked up. I've left one of the things in the wrong place. Because it was not in the best of conditions, it didn't feel very special when I took it out the box. You know, I took it out of the box, I looked it over, I turned it on and bashed in my details, and I was like, this is a second-hand Pixel 6, basically. It is not as new, it is not open box, this is just second-hand, you know. It's got some scuffs on it and stuff like that. And so, yeah, I was a bit disillusioned with it on the day. However, now I've had a couple, and I've been using it this week. I got it on Tuesday. Been using it this week, and now I've had some time with it, and I've settled in with it, and I'm like, this is actually a really good phone. I'm quite happy with it. It's not changing my world, but the thing is, I knew that a Pixel 6 wasn't going to change my world. It was just going to be fine. That's all the Pixel 6 was going to be. It was going to do its job and do its job well. And you know, and so as such, I'm just like, yes, I will keep it, because I've got a horrible feeling that, like, there were some people who were just like, send it back, get the nothing phone, that's what you wanted. But I've got a horrible feeling that if I sent back the Pixel 6 and bought the nothing phone, I will then find that the nothing phone just isn't quite as quick as the Pixel 6, and the pictures on it aren't quite as good, and I'll be like, oh, I've made a mistake, I should have kept the Pixel, you know. So I'm committing to it. I'm keeping the Pixel. And also, for reference, the thermal camera worked first time on the Pixel. So the main issue is now resolved. Can I restream the infrared to us from the phone? Sort of. I can't get it into the live recording. However, it occurred to me the other day that I can screen record while using the infrared camera now. And because I can screen record, when I'm actually, let's get that turned on. And whoops, that's the wrong one. Give me that. I want to move that. When I screen record with the pixels, with the thermal cam attached, I can just screen record and then put that into the final recording. So yeah.
May I have the screwdriver?
You may. There we go. Okay, right. We've got this heckin' motherboard on there, so I'll leave that on there for reference now. And these guys are going to stay up there, and I'll just tighten those into place just so they don't move around. There we go. I'm making a bit of a hash of this, by the way. I apologize if anyone is looking at this going, oh my god, this is not difficult, and you're making it look difficult. Right, it looks like Caradog's been working on the base in the background. Is it buttery and biscuit?
No, it's the hard base, acid base, slap around the face.
Very well. PCOC phone from Wish should be reviewed here. I've had some offers to do phone reviews, but I don't feel like I don't feel like I know enough about phones to review one, because I'm not that interested in mobile phones. Basically, I'm not really into them.
There is no screw.
So I'm very much in the matter of just like I'll get it for review. I'll be like, yeah, it's a phone. I don't know if it's fast or not because I don't use a phone very much. So. You know, so yeah, I think the only possibility that we'll ever see phone reviews at all would be if Caradog randomly wants to start doing phone reviews.
Also, I still think there's relevance in the thermal camera phones.
Yeah,
Is saying is this phone actually good enough to use as your phone and to have a thermal camera in?
Yeah.
Is the thermal camera good enough to use for repair?
Yeah, I could get into that, I suppose. Yeah, I'll think about it. I need to practice my reviewing. There's lots of pending reviews that are in the pipeline at the moment. Like this week's video, I'm finally editing together the review for the electric air dusters I've got, so I'm going to get some practice in on doing review videos because I'm really out of practice for those. So yeah, I shall be working on that. Curious about your Dell. Last night ordered refurb Dell Latitude 7490, partly based on positive comments. Yeah, $300. Yeah, that should be all right. Yeah, I like the Dell Latitudes. I think they make for good second-hand laptops. You know, it's not going to change your world. It'll just be a second-hand Dell laptop kind of thing. But I think they're very reliable second-hand laptops. So, right, that does slide. Good. All right. Let's see. Your phone's a portable Reddit Discord machine. Yeah, pretty much. And I barely use mine for Discord as it is. What do I use my phone for? Yeah, I mean, I basically use my phone just when I need to communicate with someone and I'm not directly in front of a computer. But when I'm at home or at work, I'm in front of a computer. So I don't use my phone much. That's the bottom line. That is the bottom line. Right. Okay, so yes, Caradog is building up the base, and then when he's done that, we're just going to go on with that. Then
that doesn't work.
What doesn't work?
I was about to align that to say that that was in the middle of this, but obviously this moves as well, so that doesn't work.
I see. Oh, I may have made a terrible mistake as well.
How so?
Somehow there's a handle that's going to go on top of this. I didn't check in advance what orientation these holes were supposed to be in. I've got the holes just on the top, but I didn't actually check. I'm going to have a quick nose at the instructions and see if I need to do some fixing. D1. Oh, that's not clear either. How is the handle going to go on? There is a handle, I think. No, there's not a handle. Okay, I'm not sure why that exists. Oh well. I closed the page that you were on. You're welcome. So yes.
It's okay, I have now built my Y-wing.
I guess. Okay, right. 1 hour later. Am I on page go? No, I'm on 3. 3 contract. Hutchinson 3G, to be precise. Okay, right.
Put that on there.
Okay, right. Switching to the big screen for the moment where it won't fit. Huh. Oh, that needs to go down very square. Balls.
They're also only roughly centered.
There we go. Haha! The jigsaw starts to build.
Do you want to play a game?
Cool.
You will find that there are no screws.
There are no screws?
Yes. I have not put screws in the uprights. You
Oh, I
require
see,
screws
yes.
in the uprights.
Yes, that's fine. Yep. Yeah, we'll sort that out in a minute. I'm not sure whether I'm going to put this dead center or offset. I guess we'll put it dead center because the power supply is going to go on the back, isn't it?
Yeah.
So yeah, very well. Okay, grub screws in. Whoop. More like an open case than test bed. Yes, this is like an open case because yeah, this is one of the reasons why I'm not sure how well this will work for graphics cards, because a test bed you kind of want it to be horizontal. I don't know what I'm really expecting from this. I just kind of thought I just wanted to buy it, try it out, see what it was good for, basically.
If you had another one of these 90 degrees, you could make it horizontal.
Well, that's the thing. Theoretically, if I don't put it on this upright, you could just lay it on the counter. And also, yeah, I'm sure I could probably track down some more of these fittings and modify this into a horizontal test bench. Yeah. Which again, this is why I bought it, because I wanted to just build it up, see what it was like, and just see how it could be modified to fit different roles. So yeah, that's kind of just where I'm at now.
This is on the wrong way around.
Oh, does this need to be?
The black bit should be coming out the back.
Should be on the back. Okay, yeah. Is there anything? Yes, there is. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's got to come back off. That's fine. Yeah. The black bit comes out the back, hey? Okay.
Yes.
If you say so. Yeah.
Because the power supply screws into it.
Oh, I see. Oh, you're right. Right. Yes, that makes sense. I assumed that was to take up additional weight, and surely most of the weight is going to be hanging out on this side. But yeah, that makes sense. Okay, right. Just take out these grub screws again. Where are we going to mount the radiator? I don't think it has mounts for the radiator. I'm going to see if I can improvise. If not, the AIO is just going to sit next to it. The reason why I have a all-in-one on hand is that I don't have an air cooler on hand. That's literally the only reason why I've picked an AIO on this. An EIEIO. There we go. Retract fingers. There we go.
Almost.
Yeah. Well, hopefully also, I think that might be the advantage, because if we've got a whole bunch of extra fittings, then, well, if we've got some extra fittings.
We have one extra 90
But also, like, you know, if we've got some more of these and stuff like that, these basically just allow you to just screw bits on. So, like, we might be able to have a couple in there that just allow us to just screw in a 240
just
somewhere.
Screw it onto this side of a frame and have it sit.
Yeah, you know, it doesn't need to be pretty, you know, but also, again, though, if it turns out to be pretty, that would be nice, because, again, that's kind of why I was looking at this case, is I just wanted to see what else you can do with it.
That needs tightening.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, this thing's kind of making sense now. Onto there. Tighten that up.
And then it's saying to put on the PCIe bracket using these. No, not them. Using not them.
Right. Interestingly, we've got a full height. We've got full height bracket or just a dual bracket. I'm kind of inclined to put on just the dual bracket.
Our parts are labelled incorrectly.
Yeah, what do you reckon? Shall I put on the full? Shall I put on the 7 or the dual? Because I kind of want the dual one on, just because it makes it just
put the 2 on in line with the top slot.
Yeah, basically.
Sorry, not the top slot, the PCIe slot, even.
Yeah, but basically, if you put this one in, it's for just graphics card only.
Yeah.
But obviously, that means it's going to be awkward if I want to slot in any other cards.
What other cards are you going to want to slot in that need screwing in?
Yeah, therein lies the thing. You know, if
I know my not screwed in Wi-Fi card.
Yeah, exactly. I think I'm going to put on the dual because I think it'll look better. This motherboard is filthy. We'll let it get into this condition.
Looks around sharp.
All right, let's go on. Which way round does this go on? Does it go with the back toward, or
it goes? It's easier for me to just place.
Yeah.
May I?
There we go.
It goes that way, like that.
Yeah, cool. Very well. Neat. It's time for Connect 4. All right, I'm gonna.
Yahtzee! Wait.
Insert 3D printer on the back. Yeah.
There you go.
Why didn't you install it upside down? Why would I put it upside down? Because like I could do that. That would put the graphics card up the top, with the cooler facing up, which might be interesting for repairs. But yeah, theoretically, that's a thing that could be done. Right. So we want that. That is going on like.
No. Yes.
Oh yeah, that will work. Yep. Okay. Yep, that goes on like that, and that just goes in with a couple of those screws. Yep. All right. Oh, GPU on riser card cable. That's an interesting concept. You could remotely locate the GPU somewhere else on this build. I wonder if you could like vertical mount a GPU just down the side or something like that. This is why I'm interested in this chassis. I'm interested to see what kind of weird and wacky things you can do with it. Not just for bench purposes, but again, just for building an interesting looking PC. Right. Okay, I'm going to grab a card so I can align. Right, the motherboard needs to move in this direction a bit further. Right, the motherboard is not tightened in place at the moment, so I can do that. Put that in. Move that up. Have it bind in place and then not move any further. There we go. And now shuffle the motherboard back like that. There we go. That looks good. Tighten. Push that up so that's all mated up. And now...
Wouldn't you want the motherboard to be that way, slightly?
Well...
Only because I'm imagining this will bend slightly, so you don't want it to get in the way. So you'd want a millimetre or so that way.
Yeah,
I mean, I can pull that into that effectively.
Yeah, I can just give it a slight nudge.
Yeah.
I might just leave it, because at the moment it's loose, but it's not so loose that it rattles around. It's loose. It's loose from a sense of you've got to shove it, but it can actually slide a bit, and I think that might be a good thing. So yeah, ultimately, like to lock these into place properly, I need to take the motherboard off. So I'm not going to do that right now.
Yeah.
I am just going to finger tight those. I can't do that without mangling the board. That's fine. It goes on. Right, let's stick a screw into that graphics card. There we go.
What is Q7?
All right. That's kind of neat. This is coming together.
My
right.
concern, though, is that I have all of these pieces, and I'm not sure why I have some of them.
Well, I know what you mean in the sense of what do we do with all this stuff, but also I'm like, this is good because I want lots of random fittings so I can try bolting stuff on.
But I'm just kind of looking at it going,
Yeah.
So where do you want to mount the power switch? Because it suggests sticking it there.
Right, so firstly, where's the panel?
It's that small part.
Oh, it's just this small bit, yeah. Yeah, so that's a good question. So where's the recommended spot for it?
The suggested spot is there, which will be there.
Oh yeah, like there-ish kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you could obviously stick it here.
Yeah.
So you're actually pushing down into the frame as opposed to across with the frame.
Yeah. Have we got? We don't have any front I/O with this, do we? No.
Just the power button.
Yeah. What is that bit? Oh yeah, that's for mounting up a. No, this is this.
This is a switch plate B3 fan plate fixation.
Oh, fan plate. Yeah. Okay, that's for mounting fans and stuff on. Oh, that might actually mount up a an AIO as well. That's very interesting. Yeah. Okay, we'll get to that in a moment. I thought this was like a fascia that you would put the power button on and that kind of thing. Okay, right, the power button. I might...
It will need to go on a red bit presently. Just
yeah.
because we've only got ends of reds.
Yes.
And we need to drop these through ends of reds.
Yeah. I'm going to put it on there. I'm going to put it down here so it's out of the way because we're not going to bolt anything else down there, are we? So yeah. Thank you.
So you want to slide...
Right.
You want to flip... I would rotate that 90 degrees so it's resting on this side. Because you want to go, the screw needs to go in here.
Yeah, I'm putting it this way. Okay, yeah. Yes, I see what you mean. Yeah. Yep, that makes more sense.
And then have both of these in there, and then you want...
Good. The GPU sag is... Oh, no, it is, isn't it? The GPU sag is real. All right, we'll fix that in a moment. The great thing about this is that everything can be realigned. See, I'm trying to keep it very still and in the same place for the sake of the camera. Could you? Thank you. Where I'm trying to keep this still and in position for the camera, it's making it a lot harder for me, which is why I'm making this look a lot harder than it actually is. Oh, those screws are not long enough.
You require these ones then.
Yep.
This was saying about the parts are mislabeled.
I see.
These screws have all the wrong numbers on.
Awesome. Right. It's going to go that way around, I think. Okay.
The Q8 nuts is needed to insert into the aluminium profile for the switch, apparently.
Understandable. Have a nice day.
The problem is none of the parts I've given you are Q8.
Very good. Right, that can go there for now. And for everyone who's going, oh, you've got to do the peel. I will do the peel, but I'm not going to do it on camera because these peels are really hard to do. They take forever. And I'm not going to do all of them. Oh, no. Okay.
Stop it.
I have to do this one now. I've started.
Stop it.
I will just do this one. I couldn't resist.
Oh, I was excited for a second. I thought this was a bi-color LED one.
That would have been really cool, but yeah. All right. Oop. I like that it's got braided cables on it. Oh yeah, that then comes up the back. That's fine.
Yeah. Hold on. That'll do.
Yeah, I'll do that another time. I'll get a big pair of pliers on that and go and graunch that tight. Power button is in place. Excellent. LED in the power switch, indeed. Also, someone asked what motherboard and CPU this is. The motherboard is a GA Z97X Gaming 5. So it's a mid to high end Z97 board, and it has a i7 4790K in it. 4790K. Power switch.
No, it doesn't.
Doesn't it? Oh, that didn't go very
well.
well.
Actually, yeah, it does. Oh, yeah, because the 4770K is up there.
Yes.
Is that how this works? Is that what this is?
Oh, I'm going to zip tie that, I think. I'll leave that loose and I'll zip tie it.
I'm not sure how much I like this.
Oh, is that the power supply mount?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if it's sitting vertically, then I think it's getting more support at the back, isn't it? Somehow.
Kind of, but still.
Right,
I don't like it.
I'm going to plug the LED into the hard drive activity because I think we'll know if the computer is turned on. But I do like having a hard drive activity LED. There we go. All right.
Oh, that's why that's so big. Yeah, because it goes like that. Cool. I didn't like it because it made the power supply look like it was hovering, but then I didn't account for the thickness of the actual frame it was screwing onto.
I see. Right, I'm going to back these out a little bit and just nudge up the graphics card just to eliminate sag. Are you...
I was going to say, do you want me to just go?
Yeah. All right, I'm just giving that a shove. Right, what's that done for us?
I think that's about right.
Yeah.
I think we're pretty vertical.
Yeah, that looks all right. Yeah. A lot of small adjustments that I'm going to make off camera, but just because, like, if we actually sit and get all of this perfect, we're going to be here all day. So, right. Power cable's long enough to mount the switch wherever you want. Yeah, I like the way that you can move everything around on this. Like I might end up relocating that power switch somewhere else. I've just put it in a position where I know we're not going to put anything else for now. So yes, transfer the image, Graham, times are ticking. Yeah, yes, we'll start looking at that in a minute. What I might do in a sec, we'll get this assembled, and then what I might do is we'll just do a test install on, we'll get a Windows image there and just get the thing up and running, just so we can establish that it works. And while we're doing that, we'll start transferring the image. So, right, Cowdog is putting on the power supply mount. All right. I tell you what, you do that. I'm going to have a quick look at this image and just see what we've actually got.
Yeah, because as far as I understand, there should be a Windows image and 2 Linux images, apparently.
Do we know what each one is for?
Only in the grossest sense of diagnosing GPUs.
Understandable. Have a nice day. Yep.
The full level of information I have is the file name.
Yes.
Oh.
Right, I am unzipping these, and it's a 130 gig unzip, so that's going to take a moment anyway. Thankfully, 7-zip go burr.
Oh my god, I did it first time. No, no.
Oh no, hang on a sec. There you go. You're safe.
There you go.
Spud Nugget said 4 Linux images.
Ah.
All right. So should we be Spud? Should I be putting these on separate SSDs, or are we making a multi-boot SSD here? Because I was under the impression that I was going to end up with a multi-boot SSD. So I've got multiple SSDs kicking around, so we can do whatever's required here. So what's the minimum requirements to get something that works? This is cool. I like this. Like I say, I want to build an actual serious PC that's just a frame PC like this.
I don't like this though.
Oh, the way the power supply mounts.
Because the power supply has to go on this way, because it screws into that screw hole and that screw hole.
Oh, so the fan is going to be up against the back.
As far as I can tell.
I mean, that's not the end of the world. It's not like it's up against a
that?
flat surface. Plus, also, you can space it out slightly.
Can you get away with that?
Let me have a look. Or are you?
Oh, yeah. No, you can get away with that.
Okay. Oh, yeah, it's got screw holes in multiple locations, so that's fine, yeah.
Damn it.
I'm gonna fiddle with the camera shot. Hang on a sec. Whoop.
Do we have...
Change places?
Pre-approved power supply screws.
All right. Never installed it yourself, but you believe it should be multiple bootable images on a single disk. Okay. Interesting. Turn the bracket around. The bracket is symmetrical, so it doesn't matter. I'm just about to get you guys a better view of what's going on. I need to flip the camera. Yeah.
On here, if you go in a bit to the instructions, there is a demonstration of there's an SSD mount for SATA.
SATA. Good.
There's also a demonstration of how you mount the fans to that panel.
Neat.
So yeah.
Cool. All right, we'll get to those bits in a moment. Okay, right, Logitune, we need 90-degree FOV. Logitune's going to be a dick because I'm running via RDC. Nope, we can't have 90 degrees. That's fine. You guys can see what I'm doing.
Have you launched the correct Logiview?
Yes, I have. Yeah, okay. Yeah. I've had problems with it in the past anyway, but this is fine. I've flipped it around so people can see what we're doing here. So,
that's one of them.
So yeah. Right. Do not want PSU fan facing out. It is.
It is now.
There we go.
Yes. Nope.
Do you want me to ditch this mat?
Oh, I was centering on the mat.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Just because it annoyed me that it wasn't centered on the mat.
Oh, I went the wrong way with the camera then. Oh, God.
There you go.
Both of us trying to move things at the same time is a bad combination.
There you go.
All right, there we go. I'll go with that.
Which ones of these are power supply screws, if any? I'm going to assume
You will be boiled.
None.
All right, let's see. Only 650 for a testing bench. That's what I had on hand at the moment.
Also, what the hell is going on?
I will be. I don't know what's going into this thing long term. Right now, I'm just building up a setup that functions, and then because the thing is, I don't have a clue what I'm doing with GPU repair. So the mission here is just to build something up and then go, okay, we have a system that works and it can test. Like as I say, we've got a 1080 and we've got an old HD 7970 here. Both of those are completely fine on a 650, you know. So we can test those, and then when I've actually understood this thing, and I can be like, right, I understand how to use these tools now. I want to start testing a 3080. Cool. Now we put on a big power supply. Like the power supply and all the other components are very easy to change. The thing is that I want to test the rig. That's the objective today, is just setting up the rig. So that's what I'm actually aiming to do right now. There might be some finagling with the partitioning of the drive and restoring the images, just like the other tools you've used. Okay, we'll see what's going on there, yeah. So yeah, can't test RX, but I don't have an RX 6000, so yeah, I'm not worried about testing cards that I don't have. Right now, I want to test cards that I do have, so. All right, how are we doing on this? Our decompression is at 60%.
It's not falling off, but it's not the world's strongest
Okay,
mount.
let's have a look. Oh yeah, well, no, that's fine. I think that's all right. Yeah. I mean, it's kind of nice that in a way, like it's only held on with 2 screws, but well, like, oh yeah, that's not great. That's fixable just by tightening everything up. See,
Oh, it's there.
Yeah. Off camera, what I'll need to do is like all of these are just slightly out of alignment, and that's forcing things into weird shapes, which is why it wobbles and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Off camera, what I can do is loosen every fitting off, settle it perfectly into place, and then tighten them all up again.
Yeah.
But that was very difficult to do while we've been building it up and going, how the hell does this thing go together? So, as I say, I'm not worried about things that are slightly crooked and GPU sag and stuff like that. That's all fixable. So, right. LN2 mount. Not on this one. That's what the big boy that we had on the last show is for, or will be for. Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's a shame.
Oh, does that not fit through there? Yeah, you might get it around the back here. I'm just going to remove this I/O shield a sec. Yeah, you might be able to squeeze that through here with a little bit of.
I'm just saying if you can. Yeah, you can. You can do that if you wanted to do that.
I think you would get a better mount through the back, to be honest. And it's an easier gap to get through. Right. What's the newest AMD test that will run on what card gen? Pass. I don't know.
Oh, come on.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I was going to go through this gap, but
yeah,
it doesn't actually matter. Because actually, I think I would go around the back and zip tie this cable in place.
Yeah.
Yeah, again, that's what you would do, is once you've got a power supply where you're like, yeah, this is the power supply that's staying in this frame, you just zip tie all the cables approximately into place.
Yes, you could end up with something like that.
Yeah, and like you could plumb that in and it would look really nice. And like it hasn't come with one, but I need to get like a bit of I need to find just a metal handle from somewhere that'll go through those holes, so you can just pick the whole thing up. Cool. Crikey, the roses, it is. Looks like an offspring to a P3. Is that the thermal take?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I've always liked that thermal take case. Ever since it came out, I've liked the concept of it as an open frame case. But I've always shied away from it though, because I think it's too big. It is the size of a mid-tower by the time it's built. And I'm like, so you might as well just have a mid-tower and all the stability thereof, in my opinion. Whereas the idea of this one is that it's basically the size of a motherboard, which makes a lot more sense to me. That much being said, I think there are smaller versions of the thermal take, which might be what J Rose is referring to. Yours has its own shelf. Yeah.
You kind of slightly end up with cabling mess.
Yeah.
Which is slightly unavoidable.
Yeah, although again, you know, zip tie that, hard zip tie on that, and yeah, the cabling is solvable, although it's not going to be quite as pretty once it's wired in, I agree. Also though, it's almost a shame that we've got the RMX cables on these, which are themselves very difficult to work with. It would almost be better to have a cheaper power supply with flat cables. Or failing that, just like if I were to put in like, if I put in, say, like a Seasonic Focus or something like that, that would have flat cables, which would be significantly easier to tidy. So,
true.
Here comes Spug Nugget Spaghetti. Good. All right. So that's our power supply in place. So yeah, what are we missing now? So what would the SSD mounts looking like?
The SSD mounts are these.
Oh, yeah, interesting. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I'm going to have a quick look at the... is our image decompressed yet? It is. Right, I'm having a look at the image that I've got.
Yeah. So for the SSD mount...
What the hell is a PMF? These are in PMF format, and I have no idea what that is.
Yeah. Basically, you just place these on top of the middle rail.
Okay,
so you just go, and then mount the drive on the rail.
Yeah. Right, so yeah, these are...
Have you got
so
a
we've got
desktop hard drive?
Asus mats, we've got Gigabyte NVIDIA mats, we've got another Asus mats, presumably for other things, then we've got AMD RX 590, AMD RX 5000 and 6000, and Gigabyte NVIDIA. But as I say, these are all PMF files. I've got no clue what a PMF is.
No, neither do I specifically.
Yeah. So what the heck is a PMF? Does anyone know? Partition magic? Maybe. It is extruded anodized aluminium, yes. Do you have an eATX board? I don't have an eATX board to hand, no. I've got a standard size motherboard that is the 9-screw fitting, and that is going to look almost the same. This board is just slightly too narrow. So, I mean, an eATX board, I think, is just going to come out to the edges here. I don't think it's going to be meaningfully different. I would be a bit wary about putting a massive motherboard in this. However, like I've got an X570 Strix here. This is the X570 Strix, and this has got the 9-screw layout. And if I position this over the top here, that only sticks out by another inch or so. So an eATX board is probably only going to come out to there. It'll go on because there's nothing obstructing it. Okay, right.
So yeah, basically, the SSD mount is like that.
Yeah.
So you just have those two, and you just go on the side.
Okay, yeah.
And then for the hard drive, you basically just go.
Yeah, I've got a 128 gig M.2 SSD, which is potentially what I will use for this. However, as I say, I'm looking at those PMF files. And I'm like, I don't know what to do with those. Right.
Or you can.
Okay, I'm going to Google it. PMF disk image. Partition Guru backup image, also known as Disk Genius. Partition Guru. Is that free? Oh, free partition copy file and recovery. Okay. Right. Fine. Okay, right. What I think we're going to do, because I'm trying to figure out exactly what we're going. Disk Genius should be in the decompressed torrent. All right, I'll have another check on that. Failing that, there's a free download, so that's fine. Okay, right. Fine. Stand by. I'm working on getting that sorted. So, right. Okay, Caradog, if you want to carry on building and build up. See if you can build it up. See if you can mount up the AIO, just so we can see what that looks like. And I'm going to sort out the image. So what I'll do is I'm going to get the... where's the 1080? What's that? That's the EVGA. Which image shall I put on there? That's the question. What would be cool is if we could, say, do a maths test on the 1080. I think that would be an interesting test. However, we don't have one that's labeled EVGA. We've got one that's labeled Asus.
There's possibly an install guide in one of the files.
Yeah, there's nothing here. All we have is just the images and we've got the disk images and there's 2 PNGs that indicate how you count the RAM chips.
Also, thanks, bud.
That's all that was in the RAR file. There's no instructions. There's no copy of Partition Guru or anything like that. So I think we're missing something here. I think we're missing bits. So we might have to pivot here.
I would grab Partition Guru and see if it allows you to mount the partitions, just so you can see what's actually in the partitions. Because obviously, if mats is a program,
yeah,
we can at least rip that onto another.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks, Bird. There should also be a sort. If not, you'll have a scan through. Yeah. Okay. Right. Right. Where did I put the SSD that I was going to use first? Right. Okay. Sorry for the faff here, guys. I'm just sort of figuring out exactly what I'm doing. Because the image is not quite what I anticipated. I thought it was just going to be an ISO of an SSD image, and I just image that back to an SSD, and we just boot it up basically, and then it would just be a matter of learning how to use the commands therein. So what I'm doing, I'm just gonna copy things around. Yep. Right. Okay. Oh no, I'm not going to move that. Let's bring it over to here.
Q7, Q7. There we go.
Right, that goes there. Where did I put that SSD down? I had it in my hand but a moment ago. Oh no.
I don't even know which one you were looking at.
Yeah,
Is it the one that is right next to the reader?
No, it's that one. That's the one I want. There we go. Right.
Okay.
That goes in there. Turn on. Okay, that's our destination SSD. Now I just need to get the image from one computer to another. That can go on. Where is that one? That's what I want. Bam. Okay, right. All right, I'm picking up speed. Doo-doo.
Proceed at a hurried pace.
Yeah. Oh no. Tell me you're not screwing up for me now. On this, the day of my daughter's wedding. Oh, there we go. Right. Delete that. Okay, so I'm going to copy... I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go for the AMD one, because I know we have an AMD R9 HD to R9. Yeah, I know we have a graphics card that matches this image that has a predictable problem on it. So we'll have that one. And we'll have that one. Right, okay, I'm copying the images onto an SSD, so I can then copy them over to here. So now I want Partition Guru on this computer.
It's slightly too tight. Oh dear. There you go. Right.
Right. Okay. Right. Sorry about the faff here, chat. We're kind of sort of getting onto a bit of a work mode here, and it's difficult to interact while we're figuring this out. Oh, everyone wants the peel.
There you go.
There will be no peels for now, I'm afraid, just because, yeah, these peels take forever. What are you after? Cooler?
No. I'm looking for a thing to do a thing, but if I say what the thing is, it no longer is a thing, but I can't see it, therefore I'm giving up.
Okay. Very well.
I have no idea how this is going to mount on that.
We're about to find out. We'll discover together.
Given that the mounting options I have are slot.
That would cover up half the fans if we put it there, though, wouldn't it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Where is the... How do they show it in the picture?
I'm just like, I don't understand.
Oh, I see what they're doing.
Unless you're mounting in these holes.
Yeah, you're putting that on there, and then the AIO goes there. And there's where the fans sit.
I want it the other way around.
Yeah. Oh, yes, that's a good idea. Yeah, flip it over. Yes. Yeah. Yep. Excellent idea. Because for a minute, I was going to be like, yeah, you don't want it on the same size as the computer. But although... Yeah, we'll have to see if the hoses will reach. That could actually be a problem. Yeah, we could run into some interesting space restrictions in a moment. Okay, right. Partition Guru. Download. Want the free version. Oh, it's free trial. Oh, fine. Oh, God. I hate software like this with a passion. Why didn't they just make it an ISO?
I don't particularly like the instructions for mounting this either.
See, I've just gone to download Partition Magic, and now it's taken me to esos.com, and they've got all of that usual stuff. All right, I think it's Disk Genius now. Disk Genius free. How much do you want to bet that the free version will be like, we can only restore 2 gigabytes worth of an image? And I'm going to be like, why are you like this? Okay.
We require our own nut and screw for mounting reservoirs.
Thankfully, we don't have a reservoir to mount.
But
so, yes.
However...
God, imagine doing a custom loop. Well, you could do a custom loop on this, I guess, yeah.
I still don't like this in the slightest.
Well, as I say, we're just going to
I'm changing how I'm doing this.
Feel free to. I mean, I take it just flipping it over wasn't working out.
Well, it was more a case I didn't like it, so I'm going to go on the side and mount it so
yeah.
So it's there and there, as opposed to... So instead of it being like this or like this, it's like this.
Yep, I approve.
Sorry,
yep.
Like this.
Yeah.
So you then have the AO there, so the tubes can come around like that.
That makes the most sense, I think. Yep. Yep, cool.
I was looking at that going, why does this kind of not make sense?
Good. All right.
Like, yes.
Good, that's going to work. So you're on the path to victory.
Wait, do we want to...
I think that's what you want.
Go on the back? Do you want this to go on the back like that?
I would, because
so
that
then
will
the
roughly
AI
center
sits
it.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then your hoses are just going to do that.
Yeah.
Good. All right, good. You're on the path to victory. I'm going to see if this works. Oh, awesome. My computer just blue screened.
Because your DPC watchdog violation. Okay.
Is that an overclock blue screen?
I don't think so.
Yeah, this computer never blue screens. All right, that's fine.
It sent you a guide in your Discord DMs.
Okay, right. I'll quickly grab my phone and have a look
I'm going to DM you a file. It's for a smaller 60 gigabyte set of files, but apparently it still works.
Oh, we can't do 60 gigs on stream. It basically, if I'm not onto something in the next 5 minutes, we're just going to slap Windows on this and we're just going to heaven benchmark because the big image we downloaded, I kind of gambled that would be, well, I wasn't expecting it to be simple, but I wasn't anticipating the imaging would be the bit that we had trouble with.
Yeah,
basically.
I also wasn't expecting it to be in some weird...
Yeah,
to be honest, I somewhat expected it to be either just like raw, as in like someone had DD'd a drive.
Yeah.
Or it to be like a VHDX.
Yeah. Now, are we underprepared for this? Yes, absolutely. So this is definitely a problem of our creation. So apologies for the scuff. However, we'll get something that functions at least. All right, let's have a look at this PDF. Come on, Discord. I might have just downloaded that PDF 3 times. Okay. Doo-doo. You hate software that has a passion? Yeah. Is this a pressure or airflow case? This isn't even a case. This is a frame. For what we're doing here, this bit doesn't work, does it?
It doesn't work for any of it, as far as I can tell.
This is definitely something I can see myself modifying. We just need to make something that is functional for now.
Yeah.
I take it you're going to shuffle that down afterwards. Can it shuffle down a bit?
Yeah.
Oh, I see what you're up to there. Yeah, that's fine. Cool. All right. Video memory test software manual. All right. Supported graphics card. Whoop. Fine. This is in very small font. Right, the hardware you need to use.
Oh, I just misplaced one of the...
That's fine. Installation tutorial. Please refer to the installation video. Okay.
Oh!
Then use Disk Genius to restore the partitions file in order. That is okay. Yeah. Okay. Right. Where are we? Okay, right. We have this is an all or nothing thing, really. I think we have to add in all of them. I'm trying to decide whether to abandon the software or not, which makes me very sad because the software was the part I was actually interested in for this stream. However, I'm looking at this going, I don't know, like, this is becoming a bit scuff, and I don't know if I can make this work on stream live in the next half hour kind of thing. So, Okay. You want to hop in VC to guide you through? I'm sure I can figure it out. I'm just like, can we do this fast enough? Because, like, this is getting really scuff, and I'm getting uncomfortable with it all. I'll tell you, I'll carry on copying this over. Give me a moment. It's getting difficult to present a show under these circumstances is what's bothering me. However, I'll keep going for a little bit longer. I think we can make this work. Okay, let's copy 1, 2, and 3.
Q11. Q11. How can Q11 be a short screw, a middle screw, and a long screw? Your labeling is terrible.
Yeah. Okay, that's looking like it's making sense. That's something that functions.
How can you label the same product?
I'm going to change up the camera angle for a bit. Let's switch back to there for a bit.
Also, guess what I don't have in this selection of supposedly short screws, medium screws, and long screws?
Oh my god.
Short screws.
Yeah. Okay. Well, these are all metrics, so let me just get my screw collection.
I need a screw to go through this into an AIO. I need a screw that size into an AIO.
Yeah.
Which, as far as I'm concerned, is that.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
But I'm just...
Yeah. Well,
your labeling is terrible.
Yeah, there are more screws. Cool.
That hole is too large.
It'll do, I think.
Fuck.
Right, there's that. I'm going to get a bloody magnet because the amount of screws we're dropping. There's a simple solution to this. There we go. Reach out and magnet me. Right. Logging back onto the system. How's my file copy done? Yeah. Let's get a bit more on the go. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oi vey.
Then 6 is another 60 gig one. I'll do that separately because I can't move them all in one go. let's try and install this partition software one more time. Date modified. Disgenius eng setup. This is probably a virus or something. I jest, but I'm fairly certain we're crashing again. We jammed up. Yeah, it's crashing again. Is that on shot? Yeah, we just I'll see if it'll install on the Lianli. If it blue screens the Lianli, we're giving up on this.
They're both Windows 11 though. And perhaps it's doing some garbage string check.
Yes. Right, we can't do
laptop because the laptop's not actually running the string.
Yeah, I'll try installing it on the laptop because the problem is that I want something that can actually write these images to a disk in a reasonable time frame, and I don't believe the laptop can do that. However, at the moment, it's a case of if I don't find something that can even install the software, then we're dead in the water anyway. So yeah.
Is this the Intel backplate?
It is.
Cool.
I did check that in advance.
What?
Yeah. Do you just want to check the host flex on that before you...
Yeah, that's why I was taking this off.
Yeah, because...
so I was just going to make sure it actually made decent contact.
Yeah, because suddenly mounting that on plastic, I'm just like, oh, that's not strong enough for what we're trying to do with it. That wants metal brackets, which would be very easy to make up. Heck, even just some of the... Have we got any more of the square bits? Yeah, like some more of these square bits and just mount directly onto that panel would probably work.
How would you screw the screw in?
Oh, yeah, no, you're right, yeah. No, that wouldn't work. You can't go all the way through the radiator. I think I'm going to make up some custom brackets for that. Yeah. What happens if you try and rotate that 180?
There you go.
Yeah, that works. Yeah. Yep, that'll do. Good. All right, we're winning. Right. Yeah, it was a watchdog violation. We have got an overclock on that computer at the moment, so I don't know.
Do you?
Yeah, it's got the 5 gigahertz overclock on it.
Oh, did you re-enable that?
Yeah, but this is it's not dropped a beat. It's only now, in the moment where we were in the middle of a scuff stream and I'm getting stressed when it's actually deciding to blue screen. And I'm like, why are you doing this to me? So...
Fair enough.
But like, I can't believe that the overclock is causing that just when I try and install something. That computer sits and it images hard drives all day. And it's now when I'm live, it's deciding to screw up on me. And I'm like, why must you be like this? Cider when? Oh, that's a good idea. Oh yeah, we've got the cider as well. I might break that open. Right, okay, hang on a sec. Let's see. Right, partition. Oh, it's Disk Guru now. Disk Guru. We go to Partition Guru, then we click Download, and then it becomes Disk Guru. No, Disk Genius.
There's the power button. There's the power button.
Big Simple solution: just drill a hole in the radiator. Yeah. Well, so the issue we've got.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So the issue we've got. Wow, this thing's getting heavy now. Is now we've got this mounted up. The radiator is mounted on essentially a sheet of acrylic, which has got it's got flex in it. Like it's rigidly on there, but like I don't pick it up.
The screws aren't particularly tight either.
Yeah.
The screwdriver's the wrong size for those heads.
Oh yeah, I see. Yeah, that's passable. It'll work for the stream. So what I would do is I'd make some metal brackets that are just that long, basically, and just metal bracket it on there. That would be extremely easy to do. So that's what I would probably do long term. Failing that, I could just get someone to cut out just a rectangle of metal as a mounting plate. That would also work.
Yeah.
So yeah, cool. Have you just done a BIOS reset?
No, I've just reset the frequency clock.
Okay, yeah. All right, just see if this installs. Because this will still be faster if it works, just because this is a faster machine than the laptop.
Yeah, that's not terrible.
Yeah, that's passable. Yeah, like all of the spaghetti needs fixing, and like there's obviously a little bit of bend in there, but it works.
Yeah.
Yeah. This allows us to build and run it on stream, which is the main thing. Is vibration going to be an issue? No, not at all. If anything, it'll dampen the vibration. DiskGenius has been renamed Partition Guru. It's hard to tell because when you click the download button, it says it's DiskGenius. I despise software like this with a passion. I absolutely hate software like this. All right, that is working. Is that working now? Hey, look at that. It looks like it was the overclock. That's bizarre. Nothing else has gone wrong. Okay, that's fine. All right, we're cruising again then.
I'd never actually stabilized that overclock.
No, but it hasn't crashed. That's the first time it's crashed with that overclock applied.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the crazy thing. Because I'd actually left it applied because I wanted to see if it was stable. And yeah, hasn't missed a beat other than that. Oh well. Good. All right. Caradog to the rescue. Definitely. Right. Every week I forget how to use this bottle opener.
That demonstrates that you only drink once a week, I guess.
No, I'm just a scrub and I drink from cans.
Oh. See, I was attempting to allow you to have a point of virtue.
No.
No, I was.
Well, as in, yes, but also no. Yes, you were attempting for me to have a point of virtue, but no, I don't. So
I am virtueless.
That's what the teeth are for. Not on European bottles. My understanding is that American bottles, you can literally just use your teeth. European bottles, you will die.
I have launched the software.
Data is precious, be careful.
The software has launched.
Okay. Right, I'm going to go and grab the disk images and I will carry on with that. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've got the 6th one to go. I'm going to copy this with what we've got.
Tools. Load disk partition image. Yeah, okay, that's how you do it.
Yeah. Okay.
Plug.
Yep, find out. Is that a USB 3? That one is. Let's put you in that. And we'll move keyboard and mouse down to USB 2 port. Don't know what that is. Get rid of it.
Where is the thermal paste? There is the thermal paste. Oh yeah, I need to actually remember to bring my pile of thermal paste. Also, which one is mine? Is the one over there mine, or is the one
I haven't drunk from either. That one is yours. I have not drunk from either of them. I'm going to peel off the label.
It's okay. You will not drink from this bottle.
Right, I've peeled off the label. Okay.
There you go.
Right, GPU, that is called now. Copy those. There's not enough. Oh, you joker. Fine, okay. Oh no, we've got to copy to a hard drive. That's a disaster. Can I get some free space? Oh no.
Just image off of the drive. Oh no, because you have to do all of them.
We don't have to do them all in one sitting. But, oh, my days. Why did it have to be in a weird format? Okay.
Life is gonna be this way. Ah! Why is putting on AIOs vertical always so much more difficult? Squish the thing, tighten the thing, squish the thing. Write the theme tune, sing the theme tune. Good lord, getting there. Are you okay? You look bewildered.
Yeah, I'm basically looking at this going, is this taking too long? And the answer to that is going to be yes. That's not going to work. Okay.
Where is the big screwdriver?
The big screwdriver is here. Whoop.
Good.
Okay, I need a faster disk in this. So we're going to shut it down. And I will unplug one of the hard drives and plug in an SSD. So we have a dedicated SSD. So the problem I've run into now is the system disk, the system SSD in this computer is actually only 120 gigs itself. Yeah. And now I'm at the point where I'm just like, I need a lot of high-speed storage right now that this computer doesn't have. So I'm just like, I will plug in another SSD. Okay, right. Which of you is the wet red? Oh no, they all look the same.
Why does it matter?
It doesn't actually. That's the red. Good. Okay, so I can unplug the green.
Also have a 512 SSD.
I've got a terabyte here. It's all
cool.
Good. Yeah. SSDs I've got. I just don't have them plugged into the right places.
Tight.
There we go. Right, that's going to do that.
Tight.
All right, let that boot up.
Does this have M.2? Yes. Good.
Yes, it does have M.2. Yep.
Yes.
Yep. Cool.
I was trying to remember what screwdriver I wanted. I think I want this one.
Right. How are we doing with this? Is this guy is probably ready to switch on just about now, isn't it?
Basically, yes.
Yeah. Cool. Right. What I'll do, I'll lob the I'll just quickly lob the Windows 10 flash drive in the back of it, just so we can turn it on and have it just boot something up, so we can establish that it works. There's that, and the keyboard and mouse.
There's one I prepared earlier.
Oh, cool. Oh, did you just take that out of the? Oh, did you have the screws off of it almost?
No.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah.
I just unscrewed it.
I was just surprised it was that quick to get out. Yeah. Yeah. It's not like the hecking. I'm so used to that X570F now, where you have to take out like 5 screws to take the SSD out.
It's also easier because there's no GPU in there.
Yeah. Okay. Right. So now I can copy these in to...
There you go. Right. All of you over there.
Disk part. This disk. Cell disk 1. Clean. Menage. Disk management. All right. Make it formatted.
Your phone confused me.
What, because it's yours but also not yours? Yeah.
Because I saw a notification. I was just like,
Oh.
Like, that's not a group I'm a member of. I do not partake in these activities.
Right, second attempt at copying stuff. Please copy at more than 100 megabytes per second now.
There you go.
375 sustained. That's more like it. Good. Now it will be done in 3 minutes instead of 20. there's always that tough balance when something is working. Like, this is working, it's just going slowly. Do I just sit and wait, or do I mess about to try and find a faster way? All right.
Where is... I don't know. However, I'm going to turn this into a square location. There we go.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to...
What's up, awesome 3D prints? Did the new lid fit without any problems? It fitted without any problems. If anything, was it a little bit loose, or was that... just one sec. Yeah, it's a good fit. It could fall out. So if anything, it could have been like 0.5 mil wider. However, it's perfectly adequate. You know, like from a critique perspective, I would actually go to be ever so slightly bigger.
The power button should be on the back. If we're going to be using it like this, the power button should be here.
I'd agree with that, yeah. Because, yeah, for a test bench like this, you'd never have it the other way around, would you?
Yeah.
Yeah, agreed with that statement. All right. Top, mate, let's smash it. Bang.
Ah, do you know what would have been intelligent?
To plug in the pump. Good show, good show.
That's the wrong way around.
It hasn't run for a couple of weeks, so it's going to go...
Indeed. Oh.
Good, right. As a special treat, we should have capture as well. XR1? Excellent.
Are you...
Magnets, man, how they work.
Yes. Do you use your cam link?
I'm not using my cam link at the moment.
Fine.
Why do you ask?
Because mine seems to reasonably regularly crash, but only in certain USB ports.
Interesting. Do you want to swap to see if it's your one or the software?
It's only certain USB ports.
Keyboard's turned off.
There. I was grabbing across here for the switch. There's like, switch! Also, reboot.
I was going to say, that looked a bit unhappy just then.
It will probably sort itself out. Oh, yes, good. We completely changed the hardware mid-Windows update.
Oh, no, yeah. Oh, well. But anyway, yes, you're more than welcome to borrow my cam link and see if that does things.
Yeah. Also, the fans on the AIO aren't on panic speed, so I think we've got a functioning mount, at least.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like, all the cables need tidying for it to be good.
Yeah.
However... And also, yeah, need to figure out a better AIO mount because it's all now just a little bit too long, if you see what I mean. But I think we've already established that
you could top mount it on here.
That's not a bad idea.
You'd obviously have to take this out, mount that to it, and then stick it on there.
Yeah. Also, yeah. Yeah, I'll have to do some exploring. I mean, we've already established that the front plastic fascia, it looks nice, but it's not very good for holding up an AIO. At least not the way we're doing it. I'll have to experiment. I'm probably going to make some custom mounts for the AIO. So I'll try it in various locations and see what works, trying to see if I can make it a bit more compact. The problem is, ideally, you'd want it here at the back, but then the hoses aren't going to reach. So... it's in a bit of a no-win situation. It might end up having to go there after all. And what I might do is just make some like extended ones that have it like that, but like there or something. So yeah.
There you go. We have desktop.
Nice. All right. Do you want to hit that with a basic load just so we can confidence test the platform? That graphics card should be a known good, so we can just make sure that the system works.
I'm very much just going to let this sit for a second and sort itself out after doing Windows updates on completely different hardware to the 2 reboots it had earlier. However, we have frequencies, we have temperatures.
Good.
Everything seems fine. Oh yeah, right. This is definitely the 46. Oh no, this is an i5 4690.
I mean, I didn't check. We were testing all kinds of chips in that.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just a case of...
it was covered in thermal paste, so I didn't actually look. That's fine. Okay.
So hopefully in the box of CPUs there might be a 4790K.
Yeah, there's a very
or
nice...
in that motherboard's a 4790K. Either or.
Yeah, well, it ain't in that one. I'd be very impressed if it's in that one.
No. I said in that motherboard.
Oh, I see. Yeah,
that's the Sabertooth.
That one's the 477. Oh no, did we take it? Did we take the Sabertooth out when we were testing?
I don't know. That's kind of the point.
What do we even do on this show? What is this show? What is this?
Indeed.
Welcome to the scuff zone, everyone. Population us, and now you, because you're a captive audience.
There you go.
You can't leave, you can't close, because then you'll feel guilty because you left. You're obligated to watch. What am I watching? Camlink is known for regular crashes. We never had any issues with the Camlink when we were using it for the podcast.
No.
Because we've been using it on the podcast for quite a while. However, we switched over to the Ava Media just because I've got an internal Ava Media. In that machine.
Because it freed up USB, and it was at the time when you were going, I have too many USB devices. That's right.
So yeah, and it was also just less clutter at the back of the computer. And also I'm not using that Ava Media for anything else.
Yeah.
It was a bit of an impulse buy, that Ava Media, if I'm honest. I wanted it for home, for my Twitch setup. But the problem is, at the time when I did that, I was doing a lot of streaming from either the Nintendo Switch or a Nintendo Wii U. However, after I finished playing games on those consoles, now I just play PC games. So I don't use... So that's why it ends up coming out of my PC, because I didn't need a capture card in it. So, two goys dwink soida.
You've only got one PCIe capture card?
Yes, there's a single one in my possession.
I thought you had two, one at home and one in here.
No, that's the only one I own.
Right. Oh, I see.
There's nothing. It was in the home PC. There's nothing in the home PC at the moment.
It's just an empty torrent.
Yes.
With some 400-watt LEDs.
It is a E80X case with the amount of hardware that would fit in a 220T inside it. Yes. Well, except for the 3080. The 3080 won't go in that, I don't think.
It probably would, because don't forget it's only got a 3080 cooler.
Yeah, only, yeah. I still can't get over how big that heckin' 3090 was. It was ridiculous. All right. Also, thanks mods, by the way, for dealing with the chatbots.
I have sidestepped the issue slightly of cooling on the 3090.
Yeah.
Because I now have my computer like here. And there's an air conditioning unit there.
I was about to say, this was the true reason why you wanted air conditioning at home, just so you could just funnel it directly into your PC.
No.
Because you've got to get that folding at home numbers up.
No, it's because it's too damn hot. However, it's handy.
Good. All right. That's looking good. I'm going to carry on with this imaging.
Yeah. I don't even... Oh, we've got Benchmate. Never mind. I was about to say, I don't even know what CPU loads we've got on here. I was like, oh yes, Benchmate.
Yeah.
Mate.
Let me see. Right, that CPU is not going to be an issue for the purposes of today. I will swap out because I think I'm going to keep this. I think I'm going to keep this motherboard and CPU in this rig for the time being.
Y Cruncher? That's a CPU load, right?
Yeah, because this platform that we've got at the moment, this is the next best thing I've got after everything else that I'm currently using everywhere else. And and a 4th Gen i7, that should be enough not to be a serious issue for anything other than top-end GPUs. And I'm not doing repairs on top-end GPUs. That's not a plan that I have. Cool. What I want is that 1080 Ti. A friend sent me that and said, look, this is just packed up in my PC. I've already replaced it, but can you find out if I should bin this or not? And I said, yeah, cool. Don't bin it. Send it to me just in case there's something we can do with it, you know. Or if nothing else, I can give you closure and tell you what happened to it.
Absolutely.
You know.
Y Cruncher is crunching. As far as I understand, Y Cruncher likes a lot of memory bandwidth as well.
Cool.
So this isn't a true CPU test. However, there is no such thing as a true CPU test.
Right. What specs does the streaming PC have? The one that we're streaming off of is a 7700K with a GTX 1070 in it. the 1070 is there just for NVENC, basically. But also, it's a really nice EVGA 1070 that I don't want to part with, because the 1070 used to be in my gaming PC, and I just really like that card, so I don't want to sell it. The streaming PC is in really good shape at the moment. I kind of want to put it in a new case, just because I want something newer and shinier for it. But hardware-wise, I'm really proud of the state that thing's in at the moment.
Yeah.
I really like it. Right, I'm going to carry on with these images. We've got the last image coming in now, and then we can actually try and write it to an SSD.
Sweet.
And then we might have salvaged this scuff as heck stream.
I am doing large division and iterating.
Very
Inverse
good.
squares, large multiplies. Good. I know absolutely nothing about Y-Cruncher, other than the fact that I believe it's a CPU stress test, which it certainly appears to be. Woohoo! 131 seconds.
Awesome. I wish I could crunch Ys that quickly.
Absolutely.
But, well, that's the thing, isn't it? All you want to do is, because, yeah, I mean, if you want to, how do you max a CPU these days? I mean, the only other thing is to start doing, what's the one that does FFTs? Small FFTs and large FFTs?
Oh, I thought you said, what's the one that does NFTs?
No. How dare. How very dare.
Prime 95.
Prime, yeah. Because Prime is the only other way to reliably max a CPU, isn't it?
I think so. But, like, I don't know. Apparently, you're not good enough to have XMP as an enableable option. Oh, it's DDR3. Yeah. I was like, why is there 1.5 volts in your RAM? What is going on?
Yes.
But yeah. However, look how much more usable this mode is.
Yeah.
The mode we couldn't find.
I mean, we could dick around with this rig once we've got it actually settled and nicely set up. We could mess around with this, because as I say, with the 4790K in it, this will be a top end Haswell rig effectively.
Yeah.
As far as we're concerned, because like the motherboard, we like this motherboard. It's a decent motherboard. It just had a really wank BIOS on it.
The BIOS was just in a very strange state.
However, now we've got that. Now we've actually found that mode of the BIOS that solves all of the critical issues with it.
Absolutely.
Right. Let's see if I can image this. I'd love to show you guys what I'm doing over here. But I could run HDMI over here.
Yeah.
We could do. Let me have a quick look just to see if this is viable, and then I can we could plug the HDMI in here. If I plug the HDMI in there, it's going to come out on that monitor, isn't it? Yeah, we can swap this around. Let me just check if I've got customer data on view here. No, I don't think I do. Let me just open up a Chrome window and make sure that is opening on something that doesn't show customer data. Yeah, that's doable. Okay, yeah, right. Stand by, everyone, and we can see if we can figure out this bloody Disk Genius nonsense.
There we go.
Right, that goes to there.
Yes, we have capture.
Good, and we've got image. Good. All right. Give you that. What's this?
I'm hoping it's some CPUs.
Okay. If the other big CPU box, if you're going to go rummaging for the i7...
Oh, no, it's my Wi-Fi card, which I was separately going to ask you. You know that Wi-Fi card I bought? Where is it?
You left it here. You took your life into your own hands there, if I'm honest.
Where is it?
Yeah.
We need to try and make it work at some point.
Yeah. There might be some more CPUs on the shelf somewhere, possibly in some of the other motherboards. Enjoy. Okay, right. I'm going to switch over to Big Capture. Let's see.
Oh, yeah.
Seen that one? There we go. How will the energy price explosion impact me? I'm trying not to think about it, if I'm honest. So, yeah. I'm trying not to think about it. I don't know. I'm going to have to pay. Whatever they ask, I'm going to have to pay it. There's nothing I can do about it.
No, engage in civil disobedience.
Yeah. Okay, so this is the right. Where's the disk that I want to change? That one. All right, this is our destination disk. This one. So I want to restore image file to disk. Can I restore a partition table? Let's see. New volume. No, I can't. Okay, fine. So what if I clean this? Delete all partitions. Okay, let's do that. Delete all partitions. Now we have an empty disk. Let's see. Restore image file to disk. Please select target disk. That's not what I want, apparently. Oh. Oh no, I think it was. Restore image file to disk. Okay. Select the target disk. What's the one that I just clicked? All right. See, the problem is there's a loss of drives connected to this.
Apparently, you have to set the partitions first.
None of those. Select disk image file. Okay. One moment, and we'll do that. Oh, are you joking? PMFX? Can it read a PMF? Select target disk. Oh yeah, I do need to set the partitions. Yes, I see that. That's why. It's not showing me the destination as an option because there are no partitions there. How do I know how big the partition needs to be? Why can't it make the partition based on the source image? This is why I hate software like this. This is why anytime I'm talking about cloning disks, everyone says, you should use this, you should use this, you should use this. I'm like, every time I use software like that, I have problems like this, and it makes me very salty. Snapshot has none of these problems. Okay, right, sorry. Let's not be salty. How do I make a partition? Right click, create new partition. All right. See, I don't know how big I want it to be because I want it to be based on the size of a thing. See, this image is 1.9 gigs. So do I want it to be 1.9 gigs in size? It would help if I could...
4790K, there we go.
Nice. Op success. Acronis is better, probably. It's in the guide. Okay. Righto.
4790S.
Yeah, I get it, Spud, yeah. If I need to read the manual, then it's poorly designed.
4572.
I will be salty about this. I will be salty, but I will read the guide. Okay, right. Partition capacity recommendations. Fine. All right. Right, let's see. The entire hard disk uses MBR. It's in GPT. Okay, we need to change this to MBR.
Oh, I just noticed I had a missed phone call from you.
Yeah. Whoops, I may have just... Whoops. Oh. Hang on a moment. Oh, I'm scrolling through disks. Okay, that's fine. Right. Create ESP MBR partition. How do we change the entire disk to MBR? I want the whole drive to be MBR. Convert to MBR partition table. There we go. Basic MBR. Okay, now we're cruising. Create new partition. Right, partition 1 should be 30 gigs. Okay, this is looking more, this is getting easier now. 30 gigs. Volume label. It doesn't matter. Okay. There we go. All right, now we're cruising. So we want another 30 gig. Create new partition. Also 30 gigs. Are we going to fit on this? 70, 40, 72? No, absolutely not. This was not a 128 gig disk image. It was compressed down to 128 gigs.
Just use the Samsung.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Shut down.
Oh, I was just going to plug into a StarTech, but okay.
We'll get quicker. We'll get quicker drive transfers if I plug it into another drive. So, right. Whoop. Again, I'm aware that we're woefully underprepared for this. I fully accept that. This is something I should have been better prepared for. It's just nothing is in the format that I was anticipating, which is why I've been caught entirely with my pants down here. So, Dark Knight in, thank you very much for the £2. Adam Williams says, yeah, I gave up on playing this. Yeah. You can probably omit the Windows partition. Possibly. Yeah, which one is the Windows partition is the question there. FAT32, FAT32, ext4, ext4, NTFS. Oh yeah, the last one is Windows, yeah. Oh, it might have fitted actually, although no. 70 plus 40, no, it's still not going to fit on a 128 gig drive. So that's no problem. We've got bigger SSDs plugged in. It just means I have to pivot on what I was doing. So yeah. Okay, right. So that we don't want that one. We don't want that one. I'm just going to simplify. That's our source. That is our destination. That is our C drive. Okay. These are the two drives that we're concerned with. Right, you. Right,
convert to MBR.
I'll delete all partitions and then I'll convert.
Okay.
Yeah. Delete all partitions, convert to MBR. All right. Create new partition, 30 gigs. There we go. Right, create new partition.
N.
Oh, there. Yeah. 30 gigs. All right, then 70 gigs. Then 40, then 72. Or the rest, I think, is the answer to that. There we go. What are you? Cool. Oh God, what happened to you? Why are you in, oh no. Why are you extended? Oh my days. Did I do something wrong there? I was just doing create new partition. Right, N? No, okay. Right click and then N. 30. Create new partition. 30. Oh, there we go. That's why. Stay with the primaries. There we go. That's what happened. It automatically selected extended.
But only for one partition.
But just for one partition.
Yeah.
Why though? 40.
Partition 4 and 5 need to be extended or are extended. Hold on, you don't want that one because that's extended.
Yeah. Right. Partition 4 and 5 need to be extended. But why? Okay. Right. Hang on a sec. Partitions 4. Oh yeah, yeah. Partitions 4 and 5 are in the extended partition. Right. 1, 2, 3. So 4 is going to be extended then. So 4 and 5. 70 plus 40 is 110. So extended partition is 110. And then in that we create a 70 and a 40. I hate everything about this. Is that in the extended? Yes, it is. There we go. Good. And then in the free space, now we do one more primary remaining space. And that's our Windows partition. All right. Should have just installed Windows on it. All right, that's fine. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Okay. I'm not salty. You're salty. Right. Oh no, I've just lost my space. Right. Use tutorial. Please pay attention to that. Right.
Spud says it's 30, 30, 70, 50, 80.
30, 30, 70, 50, 80. That's not what it says in the instructions. The picture is different to the text. I love it. Okay, that's fine. This is fixable. Instructions unclear. The picture was not the same as the written instructions. I was looking at what the picture had in it. So, right. Okay, so we've got to delete that, delete that, delete that, delete that, create extended, and it needs to be 120 in that case, because it's got to have 70. Oh, wait, no, hang on a sec, 100. 50 plus 70 is 120. Yeah, I was right. Yep. Okay. 70. 50. There we go. All right, and the rest. Cool. Right, let's just try restoring that. So, okay, I'll follow the instructions because yeah. Right. All right, then use disjunits to restore the partitions. Cool, okay.
You've got Discord on here, haven't you?
Yes. Yeah, it should already be running in the bottom right. All right, restore.
Yeah, it's fine. I was just opening it outside of the RDP, so there was no way the two were connected.
Yeah. Right. Select target partition.
Because I'm also going to open the guide.
All right, yeah, that's fair.
Excuse me, Discord?
Yeah, that's the noise it makes when you log in.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
Maybe if you've done something? I've never had that sound.
Target partition.
Mem test guide translated. Oh, fantastic. It's a translated guide.
Why is it not here? Do I have to format them first?
Right, where are you?
I hate this software. I hate this software so much. This is making everything so much harder than it needs to be. Literally any other partition software, it would just look at the image and make what you need based on that image.
Installation tutorial. Hardware needs to be used.
I've made up the images and then it's saying restore the partitions, but it won't allow me to select it.
What? It is recommended that you use a 2.5-inch mechanical hard drive for notebooks.
Yeah.
Excuse me?
Of course, mate.
Please refer to the installation video in the download material to install, but the difference is that please divide it into 5 partitions. Now partitions are set to a following figure.
Yeah, we've done that. Then use disjunits to restore the partitions from the image file in that order. Yeah. However, it won't allow me to select those things unless they have to be formatted. Let me just
partition capacity recommendations. 30, 20, 70, 50, 80.
What happens if I format one of the partitions?
Then use disjunits to restore partitions.
Oh, I need to save it. That's why.
From the image file in order that is restore.
Save all. Are you sure you want to write all the changes to disk? This will take a minute. Okay, right. So we're going to do that. There are more than 4 primary partitions. Oh my days. Oh, that's why it wants extended, because you can't have more than 4 primary partitions. Okay, that makes sense. I'll let it have that.
Also,
I haven't divvied up a disk like this in a long time, so that actually makes sense. That's why they're doing it extended.
Yeah. Also, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. All right. Okay.
Yeah, we've got 6 here because again the
2,
picture
3,
is
4,
different.
5. No, the picture has 5. 20, 30, 70, 40, 72.9 according to the picture.
Yeah, but then the instructions say 30, 30, 70, 50, 80.
No, don't. They say... Oh, yeah. Sorry, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, because it's suggesting to give you some spare space.
Yeah. All right.
So 30, 30.
30, 30, 70. Right.
1, 2, and 3 are primary.
Extended.
Yeah. This is an extended, which will then take 4 and 5, which is 40 and 80.
4 and 5 are in the extended.
Yeah, which is 50 and 80.
Yeah, so we then new partition 50. Oh,
no. Oh, are you? Well, sorry, you're partitioning the extended. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. I'm furious with this. I'm actually furious. I hate this. Right. Okay, that'll do. That'll do. That's what it says. 30, 30, 70, 50, 80. 30, 30, 70, 50, 80. Like, I get it, this isn't difficult, but it's just... whatever, yeah.
Right.
Okay, so, save all. Do you want to format the following things? No, we don't need to format because we're restoring images. So help me, if it won't let me restore onto an unformatted partition, I will be even more furious. There we go, right. Restore recover lost file. Restore partition.
Restore one PMF to partition 1, etc.
There we go. Now we're progressing. Cool. Right. Prevent sleep. Yeah. That's fine. Okay. Go. Are you sure you want to restore? Yes, that's fine. The master boot record has been changed. You want to restore it to the last 6? I don't know. Do I? Probably. I want it to be whatever it's supposed to be. Why are you asking me that? Right, on a scale of 1 to 10, how angry is chat with me?
Oh my god.
I'm trying not to be salty because I know it's not fun to watch someone who's being salty. However, this is so needlessly complicated. This is so unreasonably complicated for what it should be. There are so many easier ways to do this than how they've done it.
Windows 7 system for
that's
testing.
fine. So complete.
Master Lee and other commonly used testing software. Blue screen with high probability.
Restore. Right, we are actually cruising now. We're restoring images. We're on our way. But this is the thing. It's just like, I don't know how you do what tests people use. And that's why I wanted to look at this in the first place.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't like the way this is set up, but this is apparently the way you do it. So I want to learn this. Like, I don't like it, but that doesn't matter if I like it or not. This is the way it's supposed to be done, so I will do it this way. That's the thing. That's why I'm being salty about this.
Skip out so much of this.
What?
Literally, then just snapshot the drive.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to snapshot this, and I will have one folder, and Snapshot could do this in like 3 clicks.
Yeah.
3 clicks, and Snapshot would do all of this for me. It wouldn't ask me any of these questions. I'm restoring the images.
Apparently,
it's right.
Yeah, apparently we'll want to end up booting the 4th image. Is that the one?
The 4th image.
So apparently the 4th image is the one for the RX 400, 500, RX Vega and earlier.
Yeah, so what I was thinking of is, we boot that one and we test it on the AMD card.
Yeah.
Because that's one that matches a card that we have. We know we have a card that matches that.
Yeah.
And we also know that that card has memory issues. So we should actually get a result out of it as well. So, yeah. Wireless keyboard. Don't mess up on me now. There we go. Luckily, these are restoring really quick. So all of my faff with getting these onto SSDs is actually paying off now. Okay, right. All right. I'm calm. I'm not stressed. I'm not salty. Oh no! Partition. Okay, that's fine. Right, hold up a sec. Data size is 73 gigs. Oh, what's that? The instruction. No, hang on a sec. No. No, what's that? The instructions were wrong. Color me surprised. Okay, fine. No salt. Just solve it. Don't be salty, just solve it. Right? Okay, let's quickly have a look at this. What's happened here? So, the third image went on fine. Let's new volume. How big are you? That's like 3.6 gigs. Why is it recommending these enormous partition sizes when there's nowhere near that volume of data? So the next image, number 4, is 44 gigs, and the image size is and the partition is 50, and it's saying that's too small. So run that past me again. Does it say there was 77 things? Restore. Select image file, number 4. Can you just check the chat to make sure I'm not going absolutely insane? Yeah, data size 73.4. So that's supposed to go on an 80 gig one, like that one.
Yeah.
So these, oh no, actually, have I actually done that wrong? 50, 80. No, I haven't done it wrong. That's what the instructions said. However, it seems that these are the wrong way round. Ironically, they were the correct way around in the picture. So the picture that I was originally following was correct. This is fine. We can very quickly fix this. So we delete that one. Delete that one. Create.
Spud keeps saying it's correct, but the data I'm looking at is not.
Are you seeing the same thing on the screen? It says there are 70 gigs of data. That doesn't fit on a 50 gig partition. Right. Restore. Select image file. Oh, hold on. Oh, I need to save that. Why do I...
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I accidentally formatted, but that doesn't matter. Right.
That's fine.
Restore. Select image file, number 4. 70.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. We're not saying why the file size is different to the partition sizes when they return data, because obviously we understand drive compression.
Yeah.
But it's a case of the instructions are incorrect.
Yeah.
The instructions that say make a partition of this size doesn't allow you to restore the partition.
That's right. The instruction says that partition number 4 should be 50 gigabytes. However, the image file contains 73 gigs of data.
So it needs to be 80 for comfort, sort of thing.
Yeah. Now this is easily solvable, but yeah, it's a case of this is why it vexes me when someone is just like RTFM, and I'm like, but the effing manual is wrong.
Yeah.
So don't tell me to RTFM when the manual is wrong.
Yeah.
So yeah, but it's okay. We've solved it. That's right. Right. Partition is busy. What's that one? Oh, that's fine. That's because I formatted it. Yeah. Partition must be dismounted. Yep. Okay. Yep. No worries. All right. There we go. We're cruising. All right. I'm calm. I'm not salty. I'm not stressed.
Stop scrolling.
Oh, is there another hecking bot? Be gone.
Hide user on this channel.
At least you only have to hide one of them now. It literally wasn't that long ago when you could hide user on this channel and it would only delete the one message that you'd selected.
Oh, I know. I went delete message.
Yeah.
Then I hid them.
Yeah. But previously, when they would put in like 5 messages, you'd ban them from one message and then have to manually delete the other messages. And it's just like, are you kidding? Why is there no purge option?
Absolutely.
Right. Okay.
Partition 4 is the 5th if you count from 0. Yes, but the files are numbered from 1.
Yeah. Also, the partitions are counting from 1. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. That might be why the instructions are wrong. Actually, is that there's someone's done a count from 0 error. That might be why they're
maybe.
That's
but
fine.
Yeah, this is easily fixable.
Yeah,
this is easily fixable and repackageable in such little effort.
That's right. Well, I'm not going to sit here and bang on about it being wrong because I'm just being salty because I'm stressed because things have not gone the way I expected them to. So now I have a terrible habit that when I'm under pressure, I try to blame something else.
Yeah.
Now, and I will very easily find fault in something else when I start looking, which is a me problem. And that's what I'm doing now.
Also, I'm saying that we can very easily rewrite these instructions and repackage this.
We could, yeah.
We could very easily do that.
I don't want to try and be a point of authority when I don't know what the heck I'm doing with
this.
No,
absolutely. But simply the case of restoring the image to the drive.
That's true.
That bit's very easy.
Yeah, we could certainly make
And we can literally just go, here's a link to snapshot, here's an inclusion of the snapshot .exe, here is the single file.
We could make this a lot easier for someone else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also the fact of, guess what? I have seed boxes.
Mm.
Oh, look, it's hosted at 10 gigabit.
Yeah.
Oh, no. So yeah.
Yeah.
I will return with water.
Very well. Group session time. Yeah. Is that why I keep blaming Caradog? I blame Caradog in jest. I blame him in jest. All right. If you can make an image of the drive and host it, that'd be great. Yeah. What we'll do, we'll finish building this and understand it, because I don't want to start trying to fix things or improve things when I don't fully understand it myself.
Oh yeah, but fixing the disk image is entirely different to using the software.
Yeah, that's true. I'm being salty and everything. However, objectively speaking, I dislike this software. This software can probably do very powerful things, but also,
I guess the other question
for what we're trying to do, this is ludicrous overkill.
The other question would be to ask someone who knows about Linux, how hard would it be to make a command that literally just functions on Linux, paste in terminal, image to drive?
Yeah, potentially. Although I guess the advantage of this is that a lot of people are going to be stuck. Well, if you can't figure out Linux, you shouldn't be trying to fix graphics cards.
No. But you've got snapshot. You've got snapshot. You've got snapshot image.
Yeah, make multiple different types. Yeah.
This is if you are using Windows.
Yeah.
Literally double click, run, ta-da, drive
that makes
done.
Sense, yeah.
Here is a Linux command that literally uses only native stuff on a Linux install, so you don't have to install anything if you don't trust me.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because being able to operate the thing in a situation of you don't even need to trust me, you just need to know here is the image, you can restore this.
Yeah.
And having that as a thing. But yeah, I can easily make an image of it and host it. That's not a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah. The only thing I'll have to friggin' work out is how you make torrent files again. Because last time I did that was about 15 years ago.
Yes.
Yeah. Fine.
It's good that we've got a progress bar for a minute, so I can stop for a minute and be like, I'm fine. I'm not salty. You're salty.
I'm fine.
I'm fine.
I'm fine.
I'm having a good time. I'm enjoying myself.
Yeah. It's not that different. Also, it was that confused me. I was like, excuse me?
It's I would very much, it's a Telegram group that I would very much like to have a different name. However, I've got a lot of friends in it.
I also am certain that I'm aware of what the group is.
You know exactly who's in that group, yeah. It's a group that has a very not safe for work name on it. And yeah, like I've been going through all the Telegram options going like, I want my phone to make a noise when there's activity in this group, but I don't want a pop-up notification for this exact reason. So
see, to me, I would just have it, I don't have any at the moment, but have it so notifications only show that an app has notified.
Yeah.
That's an Android setting.
How do I do that then?
Settings, security.
Settings, security. I
think. Then screen lock. I think.
Screen lock.
I think it's there. I'm actually just finding where the option is because it moved in the latest update.
No, that's the type of screen lock that you use.
Or is it notifications?
Yeah.
It's settings, notifications on lock screen.
Notifications on lock screen. There we go, yeah. Hide, what do we want? Hide silent conversation notifications or just don't show any notifications?
Yeah, you can have it. And then the one below, show sensitive notifications. That will then not show the contents of the notification. So it depends on whether you want it to show that there is a notification at all.
Yeah.
Or whether you want it to...
I shall experiment with those, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I do also need to pick out a case, and this looks like that is a suitable case. Is that the official Google one? That one's all right, yeah. Because I was hoping for one that was
£30-something.
Yeah, I'm not buying the official Google one, yeah. I was kind of I'm looking for a silicon case that just is flush with the camera bump.
Yeah, the reason that's not is obviously so the cameras do not touch.
Yeah, yeah. Because I don't need it to be super
there you go.
rough.
So that's how it will come up.
Oh,
if you
that makes
hide
sense.
this.
Yeah, that's doing it as it. Yeah, that's doing the same thing now. Yeah, that's good. That's behaving how I'd like.
Yeah.
Good. All right.
Because and then when you actually open it up, you get the notification.
Yes. Very good. Right, what's going on in chat?
I'm not sure. Where is chat? There's
We've
chat.
left you behind. I'm sorry.
Hello, chat.
Right.
Good afternoon.
There we go. And to think we do these things for fun. Yeah.
Hold on. I need a half ferret. What a ferret's gonna do for me?
Lead Farmer, please explain. Okay. Partition 1 is DOS, which has test programs for GTX 600 series and below.
Yeah. If you look at the actual manual and scroll down a little bit, it starts saying
it starts explaining what the software does.
1 is DOS, 2 is a Linux install of some kind, 3 is a Linux install of some kind, 4 is a Linux install of some kind, 5 is Linux as well, 6 is Linux, and 7 is a Windows system that is apparently going to blue screen all over the place and is therefore not useful.
Awesome.
So it's kind of a case of it's like, if you're remaking the image, you can probably just drop the 7th partition.
Okay, yeah.
Because that's it's effectively a broken Windows install.
Righto, yeah. Right. What are we on? Number 5.
And then you'd basically just
5, yeah.
on the snapshot.
40. Okay, so that needs to be 50 gigs. Yeah.
You can have a partition that is set up to be a Windows partition for you to install to, can't you? But not actually have an install there.
Yes. Yes, we can create a partition.
Sorry, you can create a blank partition.
Yeah. We could just have an NTFS formatted partition with no data in it, which Windows would quite happily install to. So yeah, right. The next one's going to be 50 gigs. I'm just going to look ahead at now and just see how much data is in the partitions in advance. So yeah, right. We need to save. Yes. No, I don't want to format it. Restore partition. Yeah, no problem. Select image file. Image number 5 is 40.6, so I've given it 50 gigs. Go. Yes, do continue. Off it goes.
Yeah. It is fast, though, when it's actually restoring. The software is certainly actually quite fast, because I saw something like 90,000 megabytes a minute, and I'm like, at least it's not bottlenecking you to like 200 megabytes a minute.
Yes, yeah. Although that much being said, this is very much just disk performance. This is why I was like, no, I want all of this on SSDs right now.
But the software doesn't gum up at only 200 megs a minute.
I haven't encountered any software that does actually.
Yeah.
Most software
Thanks,
most software I've encountered has been pretty good about that. Like it's still. This is one of the reasons why I love snapshots so much, is because it uses the Windows the Windows backend to do this. It's aged incredibly well, and despite being really basic looking, Snapshot will restore as fast as your hardware can go. You know, incidentally, so does CloneZilla. CloneZilla seems very quick.
Spud says ban speedrun competition. Who can ban a user the fastest on YouTube? I feel like you have an advantage, though, of not using a trackpad.
True that, yeah.
Or a touch point.
Yeah. Or the nipple mouse.
Yeah. I was explaining to someone at work about touch points.
Yes. Touch points are wild, man.
Yeah.
Like...
And specifically being like, look at these nipple... mice on the IBM ThinkPads, because the IBM ThinkPad ones were pink as well.
Yeah. It blows my mind how much the pointer mouse has endured because of stubborn people that refuse to use a trackpad. And I'm like, I get it. Trackpads have not always been good, but just modern trackpads are great.
No, they aren't. They're fine.
Okay, yeah,
they're an
fine.
Acceptable third place.
Yeah, the Apple Glass trackpad is great.
It's an acceptable third place.
Yeah, So
second place being a bad mouse, first place being a good mouse.
Yeah, all right. Like in terms of if we're ranking mouse alternatives, you know, it would be glass trackpad, a normal touchpad, and then yeah. Although I tell you what, I'll rephrase that actually. Glass trackpad, first place. The Apple Glass trackpad, there is no contest. It is the best. End of story. You are wrong.
You've used the new XPSs, haven't you? Like the 2019 and newer.
No, however,
I thought you had a couple in for repair. 2018s.
I don't think. Maybe, yeah. I mean, even still, they're only going to be as good as a glass trackpad.
Oh yeah,
you know.
But my question was going to be more of a case of if you remember that, do you remember them being as good? Because
I can't remember.
Certainly, all of the reviews and stuff I've seen have said they are as good as.
Yeah, because I was going to say my second place is a trackpad with physical mouse buttons, just because I don't trust anyone else to do virtual buttons like the glass trackpad can.
Oh, I see. Sorry, I thought you meant like literally just mouse buttons.
Yeah. And then third place would be a trackpad with a single clicker and does software virtual buttons. But that much being said, again, like the high-end XPSs and stuff, they'll be pretty good.
You've used Surface Book, haven't you?
Not extensively, not enough to really get around. Not enough to really test it out, I guess.
The trackpad on my Surface Book was pretty good. It's slightly less good now. I don't know. Something about it is just dropped off, but it's also 5 years old now.
I'm constantly irked by just how bad mid-tier laptop trackpads still are. Because I'm like, these trackpads are all made by the same companies. They're all Synaptics or Elantec or that other one that does trackpads. There's only like 3 companies in the world that make trackpads. Yet there's such an enormous variety of how they behave.
Yeah.
Because I think the firmware and the software tuning is done by the OEM, not by Synaptics, Elantec, etc. I think they just make the sensors and maybe an API, but all the actual firmware and the tuning is done by OEM. So I'm just like, how are they so bad at this when Apple have got one that's so good? Right, that is. So number 6 is this Gigabyte one. Is that the broken Windows install then? It can't.
I don't know. We'll need to restore it anyway.
Yeah, I'll restore it anyway.
Because it looks like the instructions are somewhat different
to the actual image we have. Yeah. Which would explain why there's a disparity in
partition sizes and pictures and everything.
Okay, I'm gonna take a guess at 80 gigs for that. Right, save. Do you want to write yes? Do I want to format no?
The parameter is incorrect.
Yeah. Restore partition.
Apparently the instructions are also for a 60 gigabyte version. But the partitions add up to more than that. What the fuck?
Like one of the partitions, like the third one is 70.
What?
Do you see why I was getting angry?
What?
Because everyone was saying read the instruction manuals. I'm like, are you seeing what I'm seeing on the screen here? One of us is in the Twilight Zone. And I'm not sure if it's me or not. All right, do we want? Yes, I want to restore that. Oh, partition. Oh, it's 86 gigs. Okay.
I thought you were restoring to 130 gig partition.
No, I gave it 80 gigs because I assumed that would be enough.
No.
It was not.
Sorry, I misread
delete. Delete current partition. Unformatted K. Yes, good. Okay, right.
Unformatted K.
Create new partition. Okay. 90 gigabytes. Save all. I'm sorry, everyone, for everything. I'm sorry that this channel exists.
I'm sorry this channel exists. Wow. Thanks.
All right, it's off it goes. This is such a crazy string. Good. I saw.
I'm pleased that it sounds like maybe one person is enjoying this.
If one person is enjoying themselves, then we'll be okay. Yeah.
It's just not Spud.
Yeah. There's going to be angry people in the comments for this. I checked the comments over the period of like 24 to 48 hours or so before, and that's the part. That's the time when I'm paying attention.
Change the stream title to just "Fun with Partitions" quotations.
There's gonna be a comment of someone being like, "Mo, you're wrong. You know, everyone uses DiskGenius. This is an industry standard. You don't understand this." And I'm gonna be like, "Okay."
Industry standard by someone.
I mean, apparently it's on Hiren's boot CD. Yeah, Lead Farmer said earlier on it's on Hiren's, so obviously it's not that obscure.
But also a case of
I'm just playing the I haven't heard of it, therefore it's obscure card, which is not a valid card for anyone to play, you know.
But also kind of a case of just like, what is going on with this software?
Yeah, I don't know.
I feel like this can be compressed slightly, because there's no way of knowing what size the partitions are and stuff.
I mean, it was like 125 gigs, and there's a lot more than 125 gigs worth of data here, I think. The issue is that this is having to be done by hand on a per partition basis.
Yeah.
As I say, with Snapshot, you would open Snapshot, you'd hit restore complete disk from images. You'd click on any one of the partitions just to indicate this group, and it would just immediately switch the disk to MBR or GPT as required. It would make all the partitions as required by the group of images, and it would cycle through each of the images and restore them in one go, one move. You wouldn't have to do any of this.
It's also the case of you're saying that obviously, yes, it is compressed.
And also Snapshot would be compressed because it would use NTFS compression. Although, these are not NTFS partitions.
No, but I'm not saying that. It's a case of, is there a random kilobyte of data at the very end of a partition?
Could be, yeah. That would be very funny, yeah. Let's see. So this is, data size is 86 gigs. Although the file itself is 54 gigabytes, so I can entirely believe that there is actually 86 gigs of data there.
Yeah.
So yeah, because like again, if Snapshot does that, if you've got like if you've got a 100 gigabyte partition with 20 gigabytes of data in it, your image file is probably going to be like 18 gigabytes, and you're going to be like, I don't think there's 100 gigs there, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah. Partition tragic. What system is this? What archive?
What is Hiren's? I've not actually seen a thing.
Hiren's boot CD, is it? It is a...
Oh my god! Damn it, Spud!
But the VJJ. So, Hiren's boot CD. It is a. It's a bootable. It's an image that has a collection of repair and recovery tools in it, in a single disk image. Speed. That's illegal, sir. Like Hiren's boot CD, it'll have like a version of memory of memtest on it. It has like a Windows PE install on it, so you can boot into a Windows recovery environment. It's got an offline registry editor. It's got an offline Windows password reset tool and stuff like that. It's actually pretty good. And I should be using it, but I don't, just because I'm the kind of person that likes to have discrete tools on on separate drives. So like if I want to reset a password, I get the password reset flash drive and I plug that in, because otherwise it means that I can change each individual tool if I find a better one. Whereas like, because I really should do more practice with Hiren's boot CD, because it's entirely possible that all of the things that are on it would be adequate for my needs, but I get the feeling that I would find that I only actually need one thing on it, like memtest, and I'll be like, well, I may as well just use memtest, you know. So that's why I don't use it, but it's actually it's pretty good though.
Yeah, the difficulty kind of becomes, the fact that obviously the image needs to get updated for the software in it to get updated.
I don't know how often Hiren's gets updated.
So it's kind of that case of obviously if there is software that's in there that gets updated reasonably frequently, the kind of the master image might not get updated.
I think this is like a 45-watt CPU because the AIO fans are just off.
Yes.
And there's just no heat in this system. Oh.
Yes.
I forgot that we're not doing this on this.
You see, the reason there is no heat.
I've been obsessively compulsively going, I don't think that's in properly, and just pushing it in every 5 minutes.
I was intrigued by your obsession with this.
Yeah.
But I was just like, okay.
Every now and then I'm just
you're
like,
doing
is that
a
in
thing.
properly?
You're doing a thing.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's okay. It's okay. So yes, what we're trying to do is we're trying to restore an image of various cobbled together by the community testing utilities in various environments onto an SSD so we can boot it, so we can test the memory on a known faulty 7950? 7850?
7970.
7970.
On this. And incidentally, I have replacement VRAM chips for this card as well. There is a faulty VRAM chip on it. It's just the one, but I have 2 replacement chips, so I get 2 chances at replacing it. So yeah, I've already heat gunned it once, the memory chip, not the core, before anyone gets really angry with it, and it came good for like 10 or 15 minutes, and then it fell over.
Which proved that
heat gunning doesn't work.
Well, I see. I was going to say it proved that
it
yes,
was that chip.
It's likely to be this chip. If we replace this, there is a higher likelihood of success.
I didn't get a good reflow on it though. I couldn't actually get it to flow properly. I belted it with a lot of heat, but my quick didn't actually have the grunt. If I preheated, I might have been able to do it. But
don't you have a? Oh no, you've got a little oven thing.
Yes.
Yeah. I forgot. I thought it was a pad for a second.
Yeah. The little oven thing isn't quite big enough, but I think if I can, what I'm thinking of doing is taking that apart to remove the tray entirely, so it's just like a little shelf kind of thing.
Yeah.
So like I'm gonna need a heat-proof mat, but then I can just put the entire card under it, kind of thing, because it doesn't fit in the little drawer at the moment. So that's what I'm thinking. So I have ideas on how to learn more about repairing graphics cards, and I've got some equipment, but I need some filling. But this is the reason why I'm building this, is I'm like, the place to start is to build the rig to test in properly first.
Hey, turnip gaining. Gaining
turnips.
Jesus.
Look,
you wouldn't believe I'm English.
I'm drunk, and you can have several of these before you feel them.
Turnip Gaming 97. Thank you for the super chat of £5. I am speaking like this because I'm having problems with the words. Good evening, lads. You finally purchased a new smartphone. Also, you'll be getting a relatively generous donation from me in 2 weeks. Very well.
I'm intrigued, slightly concerned, but always thank you. Oh, This is finished, by the way.
Also, I was just simply going to say that if it was going to be a financial donation, doing it through Super Chat would be the least efficient way of doing it.
Yes. Thank you in advance for whatever shows up. However, yeah, just a friendly note for anyone. If you randomly are about to drop big money for whatever reason whatsoever, don't do it through Super Chat because Google takes 30% of it. So yeah, not that I'm expecting.
I thought Google gave you 30% of it, as in they took 70.
No. Woo! Yo, no.
Which is why I was just like, Super Chats are horrid.
Yeah, I mean, 30% take for Google is still horrifying. But blimey, yeah. if they were taking 70%, there'd be bloody riots. But yeah. However, yeah, not that that's what I'm expecting. I'm assuming you're sending something in the post or anything. So in which case, thank you very much in advance. But
absolutely,
yeah, for future reference, spread the word, people. Don't send big super chats. Check in with someone to see if they've got a PayPal or something, because that's a much better way of doing it.
Yeah.
So yeah. So that's the other reason why I want to get a chatbot set up, just so if someone is just like, do you have a PayPal or something, we can just be like, sure, ! PayPal.
Yeah.
You know. So yeah. Right, we've got
you
all
can
5
also
partitions.
give people your Odyssey wallet address.
I could?
For all 2 people who care.
I don't want to. I mean, I don't want to downplay Odyssey too much because they are the closest thing there is to an alternative to YouTube, in my opinion. But that's kind of like saying if we look at it at a pie chart, you know, Google is like 99%, Odyssey is 0.9%, and then you've got everyone else, kind of thing. So it's like, yes, they're the only viable alternative to YouTube, but that doesn't make them relevant, kind of thing. Hi. Oh no, this doesn't go out to Odyssey anyway. So yeah, I was about to say hi Odyssey, but oh well. Right, okay. I think we're done. We've done all the 5 partitions. I guess this is bootable. Oh no, we've done all 6.
That was so confusing.
We've done 6. All right. I think we have something that will boot now. Should we try and boot it?
Yes. Also, I was just sitting funny, so I've now made my leg go to sleep.
All right.
So now I'm just going, Ugh. There you go. Right, hold on.
Right. What's the timer on, just out of interest? Make me cry.
It is on 3 hours and 5 minutes.
I hate everything.
I was about to read you the time as the timer because I hadn't quite twigged.
I'd have been like, what?
Oh yes, it's on 18 hours and 51 minutes.
Oh my word. I'd believe you. Because that's how long it feels like we've been doing this heckin' stream for. Okay. So are we gonna lob the AMD card straight in there, or are we gonna try and boot this up with the GeForce in there just to see if
we're gonna boot it because we know the GeForce works.
Yeah. Because
we want to see if it boots.
Yeah, agreed.
And we don't want to go, did the computer post?
Yeah. Right.
It's there.
I'll go around here and plug this in. For anyone who's wondering, I will tidy all the cables on this rig. That's just not what is important right now.
Absolutely. We'll also upgrade the CPU on it.
Yes, exactly.
Because I have now found... no, that's a 4790K. I don't want to put that in there. I've now found the 4790S.
I thought we were going to put... Oh, well, no, this doesn't need the 4790K. You're right. What the hell is a 4790S?
It's the 65-watt version.
Ah, I see. Okay, right.
Which means it has a 3.2 gigahertz base clock. What are you looking for?
That keyboard and mouse. That's for that.
Yes.
I need that.
I was just wondering what you were doing because you looked like you were confused by a power button for a second.
I wasn't going to turn it on because we don't have a keyboard and mouse connected.
Oh, do you know what else you haven't got?
I mean,
Turned on power supply.
But... right, okay, here we go. Right, so... I'm going to go for the boot menu. What's Gigabyte boot menu hotkey?
F8 or 12?
I'm going to go for F12 because F8 is Asus. Or actually, I could just delete and boot override. I'll do that.
There we go.
Okay, right, UEFI OS.
Just boot from the SSD itself and see what that does, because apparently there is a bootloader.
Okay, that makes sense.
Somewhere in the thing.
Press hotkey to boot previous MBR, any other key to start grub. All right, there's grub. All right, that looks promising.
That's substantially...
Yeah, this is good. Okay, so despite the entire mess of actually building this SSD up, this is what I expected.
Oh!
No, I waited too long. All right, that's fine. I'm going to control delete this in a sec.
The Norton Commander, copyright 1986.
Okay. Right.
Cute mouse.
Cute mouse is legit. That's a DOS mouse driver. I know what that is.
Right.
All right, let's
How
run
do
that
I
round
use
again.
a mouse on DOS?
With Cute mouse.
No, but what do I do with the mouse on DOS?
You point to things.
But how do I point at things? It's all text.
You have a mouse pointer that is like the size of a block. Next question. All right. Okay, this seems
What is this? This is a 10 series.
This is a 10 series.
Boot the one down. That one.
Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah, this makes a lot more sense compared to... Okay, now, this is really starting to come together now. This makes me very happy because this is what I expected to go into, before we started streaming.
Yes. Also, thank you, Chiang Yu, Dong Dong, Yo me.
Yeah, that person. Cool.
However,
All
we
right.
can WeChat them if we have any problems, I'm sure.
We could. I'm not installing WeChat on my phone with the nicest possible way.
Why not? You've already got a Huawei.
Yeah. Oof. All right. I've got no idea what this is going to do, by the way.
Also, you need to demonstrate the thermal imaging camera now works.
If people want to see it.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Also, thank you, Turnip Gaming 97 for the £5 super chat. Hopefully your thermal imaging camera will now work on your phone without it complaining.
It will.
Yes.
The thermal camera is freshly charged as well. It's great.
Pew!
Is this doing anything? I'm not sure.
I don't know.
Does anyone know what to expect to see from this? Right, let's see.
We are in the home directory.
Yeah. So let's have a look at this. No state present, found hardware. Intel found hardware, found NVIDIA GPU. Hardware is initialized using a generic method. Send and discover, no lease forking to background.
Yeah, absolutely. So we should now be able to do something.
Okay. I think it's time for the instruction manual again.
The instruction manual does not tell you what to do.
Awesome. I love it.
I don't think. Oh, hold on. Try /mat-e10. Try that.
Like that?
Yes.
No such file or directory.
Fine, you need to change directory.
Cool, okay.
You need
to root.
to change directory to, hold on, which one is this? This is that one. You need to change to home 400.281.2.
400.281.2.
Yes.
No such file or directory. Hang on a sec. What about home slash?
Oh. Yes, sorry.
Nope. No such directory. Okay, hang on a sec.
Try space, because it says there's a space.
Home.
Oh!
Alright, we've got there's stuff here.
That is not what this says.
I just did a list directory on home.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So you will want whatever the one for the 1060 is, won't you?
Yeah, okay.
Which is GTX 1060.
1066 gig. So yeah. Okay. So CD GTX 1060-6 tab. No tabs allowed. Okay, GD5.
I think.
Oh, my bad. There we go.
Oh, why do you have to?
Because when I did slash, that indicated root, whereas when I did / that means current directory /.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, I kind of know how to Linux. Right. Okay. That.
Oh yeah, I thought we were still on DOS for a second, which was why I was like, huh?
Yeah. Very well. Okay. There is stuff in here. So. Right.
Okay.
Right. What's the ls command for by page? Does anyone?
Right.
There's test.sh. I might just do that. Test.sh. What does that do? Okay, that needs more help. It needs a running mode argument. Station, auto, show test time, show this help in exit, item running mode, station running mode. Example. Okay, let's try station mode. I'm making this up as I go along unless Caradog tells me otherwise.
I'll be honest and say the NVIDIA instructions, same as the USB version. The desktop single graphics card starts to automatically execute the test.
It sure as heck didn't.
Please note that because the hard disk version provides a large number of different versions to increase compatibility, some versions of the directory may not have short commands such as nb/vga set. You'll need to use the original commands for testing. For example, mat-e10. The number after the E represents how many megabytes of video memory is tested.
Okay, right. Do you want to check the chat just in case Spud is going at me? Sorry, Spud, that was unfair.
The manual doesn't have a command. It's just an install manual.
The mass command. Okay, hang on
what partition did you use? Now you do the mats. Now you run the mats command.
Mat E10. Was it just mat E10? Yeah.
Yeah.
Bam. No such file or directory.
It's also mats.
Ah, that's why. No such file or directory. Okay. What if I just take that off?
Oh, hold on. Sorry, it's E space 10.
-E space 10. Aha.
Yeah,
okay.
because 10 is an argument.
Okay. No such file or directory.
What?
Okay, let me try taking out the dot slash.
Hold on. No,
Oh.
put a space in before the hyphen.
Aha. Hey! Right, okay, so the good news...
The card is not recognised.
All right, so we found the test, but the card is not recognised. This is a GTX 1060, and this is a 6 gig, isn't it? I'm not going insane. I'll be very upset if this is a 3 gig. I cannot actually tell. Let's just back up just in case this is a 3 gig and I'm actually... If I have a 3 gig on my hand, I'm going to be furious because I was sure this was a 6 gigs.
Are you running off the onboard or the GPU video output?
Ah, no, we're on the GPU video output.
Apparently we need to do lspci space -v.
Ah, do we need to select the thing? Okay.
Hold on. Spud knows what's happening. He requires a second.
Okay, no problem. Right, I'm
We
going to go back
will
onto the
give you
directory.
1 second, Spud.
Yeah.
1.
Right, think. GTX 1060 6GD5. Right, we're back in that directory. Mats E10. All right, that's fine. Run that again. That fails. Okay, so we're back to where we were. So I'm guessing we need to do something to select this card, is my guess.
I presume.
Yeah. So yes, cool. All right. Well, like we've got something here. We can see that there are tests here. So so yeah, I'm engaged here. Like
Spud is finding the command.
excellent.
Excellent.
Good work, Spud. Thank you very much.
Do not worry, Spud. The entire stream simply hangs on your finding of this command.
How you doing, chat? How's everyone else doing?
But also demonstrate that your camera now magically instantly works.
Sure thing. Right. So, hang on a sec. Let me.
Ah, I swapped to bench cam just as you switched the camera around. I'm sorry for making everyone sick.
Right. So, so the camera is plugged in. I turn it on. And the camera is now switching on, so we have an orange light on the bottom. And as soon as it finishes turning on, which takes about 10 or 20 seconds, the app will automatically open like it's supposed to, and I will immediately get thermal imaging. There it goes. Detecting. Thermal imaging. There we go. Just straight away. That's how it's supposed to work. And let me just swivel the camera around, and I can thermally image this PC. This is probably going to be horrifying. All right,
it's not too bad.
Okay.
You might want to rotate it up a little bit if you can.
Well, it's going to be looking down at the camera like that. There we go. So I'm going to do that. Let's move my bottle out of the way. There we go. So as you can see, there's our hotspot. So you can see we've got heat around the VRM. And there's heat on the back of the graphics card. And the radiator hoses are noticeably cool by comparison to everything else. And the back of the graphics card is currently at about 40 degrees.
Where's your laser thermometer?
I've no idea, and it might have a flat battery in it, so I would not try that if I were you.
Fair enough. I am going to spend the length of time it takes for me to say this sentence having a look at the back bench, seeing if I can immediately see it.
Was that what you were looking for earlier on?
That's it. No, it wasn't.
Okay. What were you looking for earlier on?
I was looking for the masking tape, so I could just apply masking tape to it and then go, there's your peel.
Oh, no. That would have been a good gag. Anyway, yeah, there's the thermal imaging. There's Caradog's hand. It's cooler than the graphics card, which is probably a good thing. So, yeah.
But it's also probably like 35C.
31. 32, yeah. But yeah, there you go. Anyway, I wonder if are there any other hot sources that we can look at just as an interest thing. There's the camera and the softbox that we're filming on. So there you go.
The camera will be approximately
oh boy.
a beacon.
The camera is a small star over there. Well, it's only reading like the 30s. Just everything else is very cool by comparison.
Yeah, which is how you can see how you can easily get confused
on
there if you don't double check. Because like if I do this, the entire image changes color now.
That's right. The problem, one of the drawbacks of this camera is that it calibrates, but it doesn't have fixed calibration. So you can't give it a reference picture. It will just automatically adjust to whatever the scene is.
Yeah, or you can't say display colors of like, this range.
Lots of people often say sort of, oh, what thermal camera do you use? I'm like, I use the FLIR 1, but that's not because you should buy a FLIR 1. Honestly, I would not suggest buying this thermal imager. It works,
although I did
but it's not the one I'd recommend buying.
It did go on sale for something like 100 and a smidgen pound.
100 and a smidge back. You know what? For thermal imaging from FLIR, that's not bad.
Yeah.
Do you want to switch back to the main cam?
Oh, that's desktop. Let's try that again. Hello.
Well, may as well switch to that one for now, just because nothing's going on at the moment. You shall not, Mats, indeed.
What camera did you get in the end?
What phone? This is a Pixel 6. So not a 6A, it's just a Pixel 6. It's a refurbished one, and it's got some marks on it. Like you haven't seen this yet, I don't think, unless you've been peering at it. But
not specifically.
Yeah, if you have look along the top there, you'll see the marks on it.
Yeah.
You know, it's a second-hand phone, basically.
Yeah, absolutely. This is exactly the same color as my one.
Oh, is it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought it was going to be black. In the pictures, it looked like it was black, but apparently that's what Storm looks like.
Yeah.
By Storm, they mean grey. You know, I'm like, okay, thanks.
Yeah, but then I just did that.
Oh, you put a 6 skin on it, yeah.
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 For something like £6.
That's not bad, yeah.
I always put a skin on, then put it in a case, just because it means that the grit and stuff that gets in there is scratching up this and not the phone.
Yeah. That's a good idea.
And for like £6 or something silly, I'm not bothered.
Yeah, I'm still getting used to the size of the phone. Because
yours is a small phone.
I don't understand how anyone would want a phone bigger than this. You know, like this is borderline too big. Because
also the fact of swapping between that grip and that grip.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't dislike it by any stretch of the imagination, but also I don't feel like the bigger screen size helps. So yeah. Well, wait, that's a Pixel 6 Pro, isn't it?
It has occurred.
Yeah. Is this phone the same?
Yeah.
Is the 6 Pro the same size?
No.
Oh, yeah. What's the size difference again? Caradog's bigger than I am.
That much.
Oh yeah. Oh wow, it's very slight, isn't it?
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah. Oh, that's fine. Because when I picked up yours to see how big it felt with a case on, I was like, oh god, it's even bigger with a case on. But obviously, it's a different phone, so.
Yeah.
Oh well. Oh, Spud Nugget is back.
Ah, there you go. Trying to find it, but it's buried in thousands of messages in a Discord search is used as a chocolate teapot. Try -3D_card.
Okay.
Is that at the end of the command, Spud?
I would imagine so, yeah. That makes sense. Right. Dash... what is
3D...
3D...
_card.
Ooh, okay, we've got something else. Right, running mats on a 3D controller card. For secondary GPUs, make sure you run GPU test JS, skip, etc. first. Can't find with a class code. Could not find a video controller. If you're running mats on 3D...
Try just that command then.
Let's see what that does. Nope. Okay,
interesting.
That's fine. Right, so I'm tempted to say I should go into the 3 gig directory just in case this is a 3 gig card and I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
I'm 99% certain this is a 6 gig card, but just in case I'm being a Charlie. Right, cd ... GTX 1060-3GD5.
Okay.
Bam. No, same issue. Okay, that's
okay,
fine.
go back to the previous directory and try -n space 1.
Standby. -6GD5. And what was that, sorry?
So that mats command.
Yeah.
And then instead of that,
Yeah.
try -n space 1.
And space 1. Aha, selecting card number 1 as opposed to card number 0.
That kind of makes sense.
Oh, that looks promising.
Oh, there we go.
That looks like a 3D test to me. This reminds me heavily of DOS games like Crystal Caves, Keen, stuff like that. Awesome. All right. That was awfully quick. I thought it'd take longer than that.
You also set a 10, didn't you?
Yeah, does that mean just 10 megabytes or something
Yeah.
like that? What if we just take off the 10 then?
I think you need the E.
Oh, it didn't like that.
Yeah, because I think you're trying to test 0 megabytes of memory.
Or we're trying to test, well, it looks like we're trying to test a very large amount. Can I Control C out of that? Yes, I can.
Yes.
So what is the
So
E
change the
switch then?
So change the 10 to 6140.
6140.
That should be all but 4 megabytes of your memory.
Same thing, yeah. Hang on a sec. What if I do?
Oh, apparently it takes longer if there's just actually a fault.
Interesting. So yeah, okay. So yeah, I'll just run that again just for posterity.
Yeah, and apparently that runs a lot slower or takes a lot longer if there's actually a fault.
Okay, so that's what a pass looks like then on a known good card.
Yeah.
All right. So let's swap this out and put the known
So
bad
what
card
happens
in
if you
it.
change that 10 to say 100?
Sure.
Because that should be...
Yeah.
Ah, look, yes, it is slower.
So what is this doing then? Is that testing 10 megabytes?
Apparently, yes.
Okay,
That's
yeah.
what Spud says.
Yeah.
Or the test is of 10 megabytes. So
it's a 10 megabyte sample size. Yeah.
So I'm presuming if you had like a 1080 Ti and you did 100, it would go faster than this does.
Yeah, or
on 100.
Perhaps it's like, you know, when you run Crystal Disk Benchmark and you say whether you do 1 gigabyte or 500 megabytes.
Yeah.
And that's how big its test file is.
Yeah.
So it's going to fill the memory. So let's say we're running it with 10. It's filling the entire memory with the same 10 megabytes repeatedly. That's what I'm getting from this.
So Spud, as far as you understand, the 10 test is testing a total of 10 megabytes of total RAM or 10 megabytes per memory chip? Or is it testing in 10 megabyte chunks, which are, as far as I'm aware, 3 very discrete options? Restart help?
Nope. I was just seeing if there was an actual shutdown command. I'm just going to press the power button.
Yeah. As far as Spud's aware, it's 10
Doesn't respond
megabytes
to
of
that, fine.
total RAM.
Fair enough. Right, I'm going to swap out to the other card. Go. I was just testing
I find
if there
that
was any
deeply
kind of...
precarious.
Oh, me leaning on the stool. Yeah.
So I thought you'd done it. I thought you'd done it with both your legs on the stool for a second,
No.
and were only balancing with your hand on the desk.
I'm precarious. I'm not suicidal.
And I was like, this desk is not strong enough for that.
Yeah.
Do not.
Cool. All right. So the known good card was a known good card.
Absolutely.
And it was indeed a 6 gigabyte card. Otherwise, I assume it would have fallen over. What happened to the AMD card? Oh, it's next to me. All right. Cool. Right. So it's taken us probably 3.5 hours to get there. Yeah. However, we are progressing.
You have 6 memory modules on this, I think.
Yeah. It bloody better be a 6 gig because that's what I intended to buy. Because
yeah, but that means it's 6 1 gigabyte modules.
Yeah.
That's what I was looking at.
I see.
Is this 1 gigabyte modules or is it 512 modules or what?
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, because the 1060 is holding up very well these days, in my opinion. But the 3 gigabyte version is getting a bit long in the tooth because you kind of
basically unusable.
Yeah, you need 4 gigs of VRAM these days. So the 1063 gig is, yeah. Whereas the 1066 gig, because it's got that extra VRAM, that's one that's holding up. Not just because of the extra performance it has, but just simply because it's got that extra VRAM. All right, so this is a known bad card.
But it does post.
Yes, it does post.
So we can test in the single GPU mode as opposed to needing another GPU.
Correct, yeah. Right, so what I'll do is I'll quickly, when we go into BIOS, we will probably see stripes on the screen and stuff like that. So here we go. Just going into boot menu.
Thanks, Google, for giving me a notification telling me you visited 3 hotels. I didn't realise I was getting achievements for real life.
Oh, this thing ain't doing anything, actually. Did I reassemble this card properly? So the last time I worked on this card, I was trying to reflow the RAM chip. I reflowed the memory chip, then tried it again, and it worked for a short amount of time and then fell over. Then I had the cooler back off of it again. So I just make sure that I've got like the cooler plugged in and stuff like that.
That wouldn't particularly matter, would it?
Don't know. Just in advance. So my understanding is that we can boot the system from the onboard.
I mean, this isn't plugged in.
Oh yeah. We can. So my understanding is that we could boot the system from the onboard GPU and then test a secondary GPU, which would get us around this issue.
Yes.
Right. So the memory chip that I was reflowing is still on the board.
Good.
So I'll try it again, and I'll try it with the BIOS switch in the other position as well, just in case that matters. This has a dual BIOS. I think one of them is in the FI BIOS and the other is a legacy BIOS. I don't know how much that actually impacts us. Shut.
There we go.
I'm dropping the screw a lot for those of you who can't see what's going on. It's been a long stream. I'm very tired. However, I'm happy because after a very long and arduous stream, we're actually getting results.
Yes.
I'm very happy to see that we're actually getting results out of this. It's not very exciting. It's just making patterns on the screen, but that's the point. We have objective memory testing now.
Oh yeah, also nobody could see what you were doing because there's a big black box over you.
Oh, balls.
You should probably plug in the display.
Probably. Ow. I'm going to reset that. Control delete. Does this have any diagnostic LEDs on it? It doesn't know. All right, we've got signal to the monitor. It's doing something. Do you want to reinitialize the capture card?
Hello.
Oh, there we go. Oh, it's pissed. It's super pissed. Oh, it's laggy as hell. Let me just go into setup a sec. Loading BIOS.
This feels very 80s. And I'm very much now expecting a cool kid with the long hair to be like, radical!
As I'm going to do an internet.
Yeah, basically.
Okay, let's just control delete this one more time. This card might be too borked to run now. It was running at one point. It has been sitting on the bench with its cooler removed. Oh, that felt a bit more responsive then. Well, I say that, but Any response on running the internal thing there? No. Okay. Right. This card. Ooh. We're on our way, everyone. Okay. Am I going to... Should we try and boot it? You can see the stripes on the screen.
Just about, yeah.
There and there.
Yeah.
Okay. Are we going to try and boot this just to see?
Yeah, might as well.
Sure. Okay. Right. Right. Control delete. And spam F12 for boot menu.
There you go.
We're still laggy. Yeah. Boot from that. Press any key. Right. So if you
scroll down. It's that one.
Yeah. That one there.
Yeah.
Oh no. Unsupported executable format. Yeah, no, it doesn't. Okay, that one's balked.
However, you can still see faintly the lines on the screen.
Yeah, you can see that this card is broken. If you full screen it, they should see it more clearly.
It's not that, is it?
Just go to XR1.
Oh, we're not on that. No.
Yeah, there we go. So yeah, you should be able to see in the capture there. There are blue.
Just about.
Yeah, it's hard to see, but there are blue stripes over. So fifth row where it says AMD HD5. Over the HD5, you can see some blue lines. Then you'll see them again if you read to the right. You'll see them again about halfway along the screen in the middle, and over on the far right hand side of the screen, you can see it again where it says and before and after. You can see the blue lines there as well. So that's dead. That's a dead RAM chip.
Yeah. Apparently, it's a case of just try booting that again. Says Arnold.
No.
Also, something is unhappy because you've got you've got double bars instead of K for key.
As one last thing, I'm going to switch it to the other BIOS again and just to try it one more time, just see if it works better on the other BIOS.
Yeah.
If I belted this with some warmth on that... Oh, actually... this feels more... maybe. No, it's still broken. Yeah. Okay, I think that one's broken. That's a bummer because that's the one that we actually wanted to work.
Yeah.
Okay, so this needs some work, but at least we got it working on the 1060.
Yeah, absolutely.
Should we whack the 1080 in there?
Yeah, absolutely. Might as well.
Yeah, like in for a penny, in for a pound. We're over time and we need to wrap up. But yeah,
where is it?
Let's whack the 1080 in there as a last hurrah.
Oh, it's over there. That's where you left it. You'll require dual 8-pins.
Yeah, we got those. That's fine. I need to get another PCI Express chain on this because we've only got a single chain, which is less than ideal. However, that'll be fine for a 10 series. Fuck. Oh, this card is a big boy. Please lock into place. There we go. That's what I wanted.
Yeah, for some reason that FE 3090 I've got.
I'm grabbing another screw. This screw is magnetic. This screw can stay. That screw is not magnetic and can off. It can darn off.
Power!
There we go. Right. Power. That's one. That's two. Right. Power switch. Ignition. So this GPU hasn't been started up in a hot minute, so I've got no idea what I'm expecting from it. It's got some blue lights on it that say GPM. I don't know what that means. I didn't plug in the HDMI. Are you coming on? Nope, I'm going to Control Delete.
Huh.
Come on, boot menu. All right, the monitor's coming on. There we go. All right, so this is going to be 10 series again, yeah.
Yeah.
So we're using the known good. This image covers a lot of stuff, though, doesn't it? Actually, so yeah. All right. So we needed. Oops, you're not done yet. Sorry. Forking to background. Okay, that was the point when it was ready. So CD. Oh, give me another LS. I've forgotten. Okay, there we go. Right. CD GTX 1080. Is there a 1080 Ti or is it just the 1080? I'm guessing it's just the 1080. I don't see a 1080 Ti one there. There are some other Ti images though.
There is a 1080 Ti, isn't it?
Oh,
V366.
V366-1080 Ti. The 3090 Ti. That cool. Right, can we? No. All right. So what was our command again? It was mats -E10
-N space 1
and space 1. No such file or directory. Boo. Right. What's the? Can you Google search ls page or something like that? Oh, there's nothing in here. Oh, there's a script. Let's just try running that. Bam. Check BIOS fail. This looks like a BIOS upgrade thing. Oh, what are you doing? Whoops, that might have been a mistake. I mean, if I've just nuked the BIOS on this card, then we can just... Oh, boy.
It's rebooting.
Okay, let's not run random commands again. That was a terrible idea, and I don't know what I was thinking. Like, if I just scrambled the BIOS on this card, that's fine. We can flash it again. However, I realise now that just smashing in a random script and seeing what happened was an awful idea. So...
I like how Spud's response was just, uh-oh.
This card is assumed to be dead, for the record, so... Okay, right. Where on earth are we? Where the fresh feck are we? We're somewhere else now.
Can't you just go CD?
Well, I've just done an LS and we've just lost all of the folders that were in here. We seem to be in a completely different place now. This might be a BIOS flashing environment. That's what I think is going on.
Apparently we're in the RTX 3000 Series 1.
Ah.
Oh yeah, that looks likely.
3070, yeah.
Yeah.
I tell you what I'm going to do is Control Delete.
Seg kill. There you go, it's up.
Yeah, you get to see it before I do, so 10 series.
Yeah.
All right, wait for it because it's not done. Forking to background. All right. That's more like it. Fine. Let's just try running the 1080 one. I'm concerned by the fact that there's no 1080 Ti specific one. I'm going to try running the 1080 one and see what happens. GD5X. The 1080's got the same amount of VRAM as a Ti, hasn't it? It's just clocked higher, right?
I think so.
Okay, let's see. Mats dash E10N1.
Yeah.
That's doing something.
Oh. No, it's 11 gigs on the Ti.
Whoops.
Oh.
Well, it's testing some of the VRAM, and it passed. However, I don't think VRAM is the problem that this card has. So this doesn't tell us anything. Okay, so basically what I'm gathering here is that we've got a memory testing tool here, but not necessarily a stress testing tool per se.
Yeah.
However, that's the thing, is it's actually very, very difficult to test VRAM without, because...
I guess. But also a case of it's really easy to tell what a VRAM error is.
True, but what if
they
you...
error in different ways?
I guess, yeah. But this is an objective. But I'm trying to rationalize what we actually have here. What is this good for?
I don't know specifically.
Yeah.
Because obviously I know nothing about repairing GPUs.
I agree. Spud, what are your thoughts here?
We've used mats, but there's also mods.
Ah, okay. Any idea how to get to mods?
So how do I mods?
Yeah. Any idea?
You can't just tell us it's a thing. You need to give us the commands. We are but simple men.
Yes. Also, can you Google search ls page for me, just so I can get a page view of this? Because mods might be in here, but I don't know how to ls. I want a page view for the ls command. List of file followed by page. Yes, that's what I want.
ls space dash la pipe more. What?
LA, oh, really? LA pipe. Oh no.
ls pipe less.
Oh, okay. This is not what I wanted, but it will do. This is giving me a by page list. Yeah, mods is there. There's mods. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, Control C. Right, so how does mods work then? Let's try doing the same thing. Mods N-1. I typed in a random command and it's doing something.
It's flashing at you.
It's ended, everyone. It's ended in 3 seconds.
Oh,
what do you think of that? Okay, right. All right, hit me.
./mods space GPU test.js.
Oh, slow down. Mods space
GPU test.js.
Test.js.
Space dash OQA.
The letter O.
Oscar Quebec Alpha.
Yeah.
Space old underscore gold.
Gold.
Space test. Space 178.
178.
Space dash DRAM CLK.
RAM CLK.
Underscore percent.
Score percent.
As in the word.
Oh, okay. Percent. Yep.
Space 100. Space dash ignore underscore.
Score.
Fatal errors.
Fatal errors.
Underscore. Oh, sorry. No, it's not underscore.
Fatal errors.
Dash. Run underscore. On underscore. Error. Space. Mats info. So you should end up with ./mods.
Yeah.
Space GPU test.
I'll read it back to you. GPU test.js space OQA space old underscore gold space test space 178.
Sorry, space dash test. Oh, you're missing a dash before the old and a dash before the test.
Yeah, old test. Yeah, so dash old gold dash test 178 dash DRAM CLK underscore percent space 100 space dash ignore underscore fatal errors, sorry, dash run underscore.
Ignore underscore fatal underscore errors. Sorry.
Cool. Fatal errors. Dash run on error with underscores space mats info.
Yeah, that one.
Cool.
Space
Bam.
space dash mats error. Mats info. Sorry.
Okay, that looks more promising.
Failed to unlock JTAG for access. Okay.
Dash croissant emoji.
What?
No such file or directory. Okay.
Interesting.
I mean, we are running this on the 1080, not the 1080 Ti test.
Yeah.
Don't know if that's screwing us here.
Maybe. List the command again.
Whoop.
So, scroll. /mods space GPU dot JS space OQA space old underscore gold dash test space 178 100. Is there a oh no, yeah, that's fine. Don't know.
Yeah. All right. What's that? Don't know. My phone made noises and I don't know what they mean. Okay. All right.
Oh well.
Yeah. Okay. I think we're done for now. More research required. So what does mods do then?
I have
Yeah.
absolutely no idea.
Neither me. Spud, what does mods do?
Sorry, you can sit in Discord with Spud now.
Yeah.
Now you have a thing.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, tell us what mods does. So basically, we're wrapping up now, and obviously now at the end, if we're going to wrap up, I want to establish what is it that we have established here. What have we achieved in these 4 hours? We've built up a test rig for graphics cards, and we can run memory test. We can run a memory test on graphics cards. So now the question is, what does mods do? Mods has finer control over the terms of the test. You now have, okay, yeah, so this is entirely a memory testing tool. So yeah, so basically this means that we can objectively test memory without relying on visual signs. Yeah. So this means we can find very slight memory errors that might not be quite so blatant as lines on the screen.
Yeah.
So that's the important thing here. So it's not very exciting, as you can see. However, this is objective testing that allows us to do actual in-depth testing on a graphics card. So that's what is actually important here, which is interesting. Cool. Okay. So we haven't fixed anything. More learning is required, but we have the setup now. And that was the objective today, was to build it, turn it on and go, these are tests. And we can run these tests and test memory. So yeah. So what I'll do in the meantime now, this setup requires some fine tuning, cable tidying, stuff like that. But as a rig, that's not bad, is it? That seems to be fit for purpose. And like also like, are you checking the balance of it? It's not bad. It's got a big graphics card in it at the moment. So yeah. So what I will do is I'm gonna get. It wants. Has it got? Yeah, it wants 2 drives in it, I guess. It wants an SSD with all of this, with the MATS stuff on it, and then I think I'm going to stick just a bog standard Windows SSD in there, so it can just boot into a Windows test bench environment. And then obviously, as well as graphics card testing, it can then also just be used for just general bench testing, for as much as a Haswell CPU can manage, which is not unreasonable.
Yeah.
Obviously, if we get top end cards in, like 3080s, then Haswell's probably going to bottleneck that, isn't it?
I guess, but Not enough to know whether it functions or not.
Yeah, not for the kind of test that we would be running, which is just
Yeah.
confidence testing. It would be fit for purpose. Because the idea is this can be a bench test now, and the big red boy down there, that bench, we're kind of gearing that up into a position where we can use it for extreme overclocking and or, you know, hell, at some point you wanted to dabble in LN2, you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, yeah. Cool. All right. As a case, I mean, like, that's all right. It's not bad. It needs modifications.
It's okay. And it's not bad if you can pick it up for like 30 quid.
Yeah, I don't think it's worth what the asking price on Amazon is.
Yeah, a 30 quid bang good jobby.
Yeah.
Or AliExpress jobby. It's good. For 70 quid or 90 quid, as someone was trying to sell it for, it's
absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
No. But I think it's kind of cool. I love the idea of this case. I want something like this that's modified and streamlined a bit as a main rig, because I think that's cool.
Yeah.
And just have that quote unquote pure experience of motherboard, graphics card, AIO, power supply, all your storage on M.2 slots.
You can rotate that up to here, I think.
Yeah.
And then have the AIO
Top
that
mount.
way around.
Could do, yeah.
And then just have the AIO the other way around on this plate.
Yeah, I mean, also
and then have that just.
Given like this 1080 Ti is a reasonably sized graphics card. It's not the biggest graphics card, but it's reasonably sized, and already there are potential clearance issues to the AIO. So like you couldn't put the AIO that way round. That's just not going to happen if you want to be able to fit a big graphics card on it. So you need a water cooler that's got long hoses on so it can get around to here, or you need to top mount it.
Yeah, absolutely.
But that's interesting. It's an interesting thing. I like it. So yeah. All right. I think we're done, aren't we?
Absolutely.
Right. Any other comments in chat? Sorry for the fact of the install. It's absolutely fine, Spud Nugget. What?
What is going on?
Why is Telegram sending me such violent messages? It's something else. Oh, what the fuck is this? I've been added to some random group. Beginner's guide to what? Report spam and leave. Fuck off. Okay. I don't know what the hell that was, but it can go and die. Anyway. Spud, yes. No problem. Thank you for the link to the thing. Yes. I was salty earlier because of multiple reasons. However, that was just because there was struggle and I was under pressure. And that's how I react.
Also a case of, I think we are just going to repackage this.
I think we could make this much simpler.
We'll need to work, I think, because Lead Farmer had some ideas for fixing the boot issue on the other thing.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So if we work with Lead Farmer on that, we can make a modern image of it.
Yeah.
Using Snapshot, using DD.
I think,
and just be like, here is a complete package one. You can only restore a full image, but here is a full image restore. Yeah.
If we actually learn how to use this properly, we could make a fresh set of instructions for an English-speaking audience per se.
Yeah. Certainly at least an English install instruction.
Yeah, because this certainly seems...
That's within our capabilities.
Yeah, absolutely. Interesting. All right. There's more to learn. However, I wasn't expecting to master this today. This was always going to be about just approaching it. Cool. Thanks for sticking with us, guys. This was a bit of a wild ride. Thank you for joining us. I've enjoyed this conversation in English.
Thank you for being here. I too have enjoyed this conversation.
Thank you for all the super chats today, by the way, peeps. Greatly appreciate it. See you all soon. Bye for now.
Ta-ra!
All right.